Okay, assemble. Time to talk about this crazy team that's called Liverpool. Arne Slot making Mo Salah crash out even more. He said the standards. He's saying that, players don't like what's been going on at the football club, but he's going to take the hit because he's the one that's leaving. Everyone's liking it down to ex-players. Everyone's liking the tweet, which is crazy, bro. He basically said, Arne Slot, I don't care who the fuck you think you are. You're no longer the manager at Liverpool Football Club. I prefer Jurgen Klopp's football. I don't care about this sideways, backwards, sideways passing bullshit. I'm here to play that heavy metal football, man. Big up to everyone in the building. Gigi's here, Mike, Zuberi, Kwasi, Jamie, Micky's here. Obviously, Rodz is here as well. I feel like, did I skip someone else? Where is someone that's not in? Nah, everyone's there. That's my bad. Big up, though, guys, man.
Big up.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Big up, man.
Let's start with this stupid ass manager, man. Let's start with him. We lost another game of football. Mo Salah's crashing out. Everyone's liked it. Every one of the teammates have liked it. Bar I think Virgil hasn't liked it just yet. Maybe he's obviously.
Well, so Ryan did like it, but Cody didn't.
Oh, did?
Yeah.
Do you remember that that TV show Recess? And you had that little guy who used to snitch on everybody, yeah, and tell the head teacher. That's Cody Gakpo. Just write down everyone's name and go, yeah, oh no, that's who's taking the piss out of you, mate. Keep me.
So for those that haven't seen it, Zuberi, I know you've been out and about, bro. I don't know if you've seen Mo Salah, but he's saying, look, I've witnessed this club go from doubters to believers and from believers to champions. It took hard work, and I've always did everything I could to help the club get there. Nothing makes me prouder than that. Us crumbling to yet another defeat this season was very painful and not what our fans deserve. I want to see Liverpool go back to being the heavy metal attacking team that opponents fear and back to being a team that wins trophy. I'll get into the other bit after that. But if I'm the manager of the football club and the legend, ex-star, whatever you want to call him now, because he's about to leave, comes out and says, I prefer what we was doing before to what we're doing now, where would your head be at if you're the gaffer, if you're the manager of the football club? Open panel, so anyway.
He don't care, does he?
Actually, let me take this up, man. Slot's my guy, man. Listen, if I'm Slot, I'm looking at Curtis. No, if I'm Slot, I'm looking at Curtis. The reason why I'm looking at Curtis, though, Endz. Remember when Slot came to the door, Curtis jumped out the window and talk about, yo, man, got us doing some new, I ain't seen things like this before. Yeah, Curtis got some
that early, didn't he?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Hold on. Did you say Slot's your guy?
No, Curtis said it. Curtis Jones said it.
Oh, my bad.
Yo, listen, Mike. Slot's the Liverpool manager, bro. He's my guy. What do you want me to do with him, bro? He's still here. When he's out the door, I can shoot him. I can't shoot him in the building.
I mean, listen, you are a free man. You are a free man on planet Earth. You can do what you want, but I'm not gonna listen. I don't.
Hey,
if
some
anyone
people support Trump. You know what I mean?
Listen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What do you want me to do? I can't shoot the man in office, bro. I have to wait till he leaves.
I talk to James Redmond all the time, right? And James is still on the train of, I'm willing to give him another season. I'm like, listen, that's fine.
Wait, the guy that called us enemy of the club. You're still talking to the guy.
Wait.
Enemy of the club.
Listen. James is. I talk every single time we lose. Every time we lose, I give him a nice little text of, Hey,
Mike,
that's
listen,
our
man.
manager, baby. That's our manager.
We can't talk about people that's not here on the panel to defend
For
themselves.
sure.
So I think it's fair to
100%.
leave James out of this. But the guy's in the building. I don't do the mutiny thing. I'm not really here for that. The man's in the office. I can't shoot him in the building. When he leaves, I'll shoot him for sure. First man shooting.
Maybe he has to be shot to leave. That's the issue.
To leave.
If you don't shoot him, if you don't shoot him, he could be here for another 2 years. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. We've seen dark days. If you're a Liverpool fan and you're not really welcome into the dark days, maybe you're not built for this club.
Brother, I've had enough dark days, bro, as a Liverpool supporter. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to even the balance right about now in my lifetime anyway. So.
Yeah, yo, two years of dark days is calm, man. We've seen the 30-year drought, man. 2 years. What's 2 years? Come on, man.
Brother, I had the whole 90s,
But it's not
bro.
just that.
No.
It's not just that. It's not just the fact that like things have gone wrong and everybody's turning on him all of a sudden. Look, all of us are fans. We've been following this team for a long time. We know when we're being lied to and when people aren't being honest, right? So he's up there in every single press conference being like, I know exactly what we need to do to turn this around. I know exactly the thing that needs to be fixed. And still, the performances against PSV in November are the same as what we saw against Villa yesterday. Like nothing has changed. He hasn't tried anything. We're not the only team that's been hit by injuries. Everybody's dealt with injuries. That's part of your job. That's the reason that you're in the position that you're in, is to try and figure things out. You're supposed to use everything at your disposal to try and turn in the best performances that you can. And he has been just hands off the wheel. Like he's just
come on, man. There was one sip. There was one sip left. Endz. No, I'll go to Rodz. No, I'll go to Rodz on this. Rodz. No, let me go to Rodz. Right. Hold on. Real quick. I'm gonna let you go. I'm not saying much.
Let the Empress start. Let the Empress start.
We got Rio. He put Rio in.
I'm asking if the Empress is finished yet.
No, I'm just saying, like, I haven't seen anything change.
Something changed. We got Rio. Rio made it to the starting 11.
No. We're not doing this. We're not revising the season. We're not playing revisionism history.
No. It's not revising it, dude. Rio started yesterday. We're not talking about the season. The whole season we didn't see Rio.
Everything was already in the tank. Like it's been obvious since before the new year that Rio was the only one that had any pace on the left wing. Like it's been painfully obvious, and he hasn't.
Listen,
he said, "I'm trying to protect him. He's too young."
Can I throw something out there?
When you're hit with injuries like this, sometimes you have to adjust what your playbook has been. And when you saw that Rio had the potential talent that he did, there wasn't even any kind of lead up time. Like once everything went completely kaput, that's when he starts throwing Rio in. Like you should have done that back in December when we were turning in performances like this.
Can I say one thing?
Mickey, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Go ahead.
I'll bring in, right? I only can't talk about injuries because if you remember 2 seasons ago, we had 12 first teamers out, and Klopp still won the League Cup. He still won the League Cup with the youngsters. Do you know what I mean? So you cannot talk about sort of like injuries and all that. Gomez wasn't injured yesterday when he took off Gomez yesterday and put on Curtis Jones at right back. He wasn't injured, was he? Do you know what I mean? But you put Curtis Jones at right back. Do you know what I mean? So you want to invert, cause more space. Do you know what I mean? This guy, I don't know where he got his coaching lines from. I think he was out of a cereal box. He got a cereal box one day, he's having cereal, and at the bottom of it was his coaching badge. And that's him. Because the things that he does at the end is beyond belief. He takes off Kanate, and puts on an attacker. He plays Virgil van Dijk as a centre forward. We've got nothing at the back. Nothing. There's nothing there. You can't talk about sort of like Ryan Gravenberch because Ryan Gravenberch is not really a DM, much less as a centre back. So you can't talk about that. Do you know what I mean? It just leaves us actually open. And then what he does, he blames the players for losing the game. He don't take accountability for nothing. But the biggest thing is, Arne Slot does not get that job unless the FSG give him that job. He cannot get that job unless FSG give him that job. He cannot sustain being in that job unless FSG said, yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. So it's not just Arne Slot we should be talking about. We should be talking about FSG because they're the ones at the end of the day that are allowing this bullshit time and time again. Do you know what I mean? It's where we talk about sort of like 2 years of this. Like, it's been about 30 years and counting. We always get to the pinnacle, then our standards drop. Get to the pinnacle, standards drop. Do you understand what I'm saying? We won the Champions League, right? Guess what they gave young Klopp? They gave him Adrian on a free, Harvey Elliott as a 16-year-old, and Seth Vandenberg that never touched the first team. How can you give that to a man at the day that's just won you the Champions League? How can you do that? When at the day we won the league now, and then the following season, 3 players went down, 3 defenders went down, Verge, Matip, and Gomez at the day, right? They didn't want to give him nothing, yeah? We was all waiting for January at the day for sort of like for them to buy players, buy defenders. They gave him, right? They gave him, was it Davis from Sheffield United, which is in the Championship, and they gave him Ozan Kabak on loan. Yeah, that's what they give him. And in the end, he didn't even use them. He used Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. Reece Williams, that was playing non-league football before he came to the first team. That's what he had to deal with. You know what I mean? So it's at the top. We should be talking about the top. We should be talking about FSG because FSG allow this bullshit every single time. Every single time. They mugged off Klopp till he said, well, you know what, I'm gone. And they brought in Arne Slot, which I said at the beginning. I said at the beginning, before his tenure, before he comes to this club, I said, this is not the guy. This is not the guy. He should not be at Liverpool Football Club. Look what's happening now. Look what's happening now. But it's FSG. We should be talking about FSG. We should not be talking about Arne Slot. We should not be talking about Richard Hughes. We should not be talking about Michael Edwards. We should be talking about FSG because FSG have brought these people in. They thought in the day that these people in the day are going to take Liverpool to the high lengths. This is what they thought in the fit now. And it's all going Pete Tong now. And it's still not doing nothing about it. They've allowed Xabi Alonso, yeah, to go to Chelsea. They've allowed him to go to Chelsea. Yeah? Somebody that could have picked us up anyway. They've allowed him to go to Chelsea. They haven't even spoke to the fucking guy. Didn't even speak to him.
There's a reason, though, Rodz.
Do you know what I mean?
There's a reason for that, in my opinion, and it's what to do with what you're saying, right? So what I was going to say, like, listen, I want Slot out. I know he's a shit manager, but what I'm saying is this corporate structure at the club, when you say about Richard Hughes, I think he's hugely responsible, and above him, Michael Edwards, right? Because FSG are an American outfit. They don't really know football like a proper football owner should really. So they need people in place to handle the day-to-day run-ins of the club. And these people are overpowering it to an extent where they're damaging on-field performances and results, etc., etc. So I know Slot's bad, but the reason why we didn't speak to Xabi Alonso is because he's not the type of manager they can dictate to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, yeah, you're right.
These guys want ESPN,
right.
And that's why Slot's there, and that's why they're probably contemplating giving him another year. But all I'm saying is are his hands tied? Like, we've seen the situation with the training this year, players getting days off, we're getting outrun on the pitch. People talk about Rio's minutes. Is there people behind the scenes possibly has he got his hands tied to a certain extent when it comes to some of these matters?
Yeah, you're 100% right, But the thing is about anything that they've had 16 years. They've been in this own this club. 16 years, going on 17 years. You should fucking know something now. You should know something now. You should know it, and they will look at the day we're not going down the right path. You know what? I will give them that for the first 5 years or first 7 years, and they probably didn't know much about sort of like the English way of football and this and that. But you've been there 16 years, going on 17 years. You should know something now. If you don't know nothing now, right, do one. Literally do one. If you don't know nothing after 17 years, do one. Because I'm fed up. I'm literally fed up, right, of excuses each and every time from these people. Giving it excuses. And what's excuses, brother? Nah, listen, I'm just fed up with excuses today. And what we're doing today, we're going downhill very, very, very fast. And you're going to get to a situation today that we can't stop ourselves from falling. Do you know what I mean? I thought at the day they would have got Alonso in. you understand what I'm saying? But it's true what you're saying, that they just want a yes man. A yes man ain't going to get you nowhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? You should know something about after 17 years. You should know something by now. You should know at the day. But look, at the day, I need to bring this person in, I need to bring that person in, this person in, to after make us rise. But they seem to be making the same mistakes all the time, from Roy Hodgson down to this guy. Because this is not the first guy at the day they've had at the day that's flopped. They've had Roy Hodgson, yeah. They had Brendan Rodgers. Do you know what I mean? Then they had then they got this fella here. Do you know what I mean? It's
Arne Slot, bro.
It's too many. There's too many mistakes that's going on with this club. And for a club like Liverpool, listen, that day we are Liverpool Football Club. No boy tell me nothing, no brother. No boy tell me nothing. When it comes to titles, winning titles, winning European Cups, nobody tell me nothing about that. You understand? And we're allowing this at our club.
But do you know what it is,
Kwasi,
Rod?
Jamie, get involved as well, man. I want to hear you guys go. Big up Drift as well.
Let me say one thing.
Go on, bro.
This whole system that they have in place, like Rodz just said, right? It worked early on. You got to remember, right? When Jurgen Klopp was in place, he wanted to sign Julian Brand. These were the man that overrid him and said, no, Mo Salah. And they got that call correct. They got Sadio Mane correct. They got Virgil van Dijk correct. Klopp wanted
Sadio Mane because he wanted.
All right, fair enough. The Mo Salah one, they definitely overrid.
Yeah. You're right.
Right. So what I'm saying is, this model that they had in place, it was working. And under the Klopp era, when Klopp wasn't even backed properly, these guys were pulling the strings and doing what they can do in the transfer market for him and relying on data. It worked at the start, but we've got to a stage where it's totally got to the other end of the fucking spectrum, and it's actually damaging everything about our club. And the fact that Jurgen Klopp ended up having to leave. Remember, Michael Edwards had to leave before Jurgen Klopp, and when Jurgen Klopp announced he's leaving, they got Edwards straight back in, and then now they've picked this yes man in Slot. So while these people are at the club, they're always going to want a yes man that they can dictate to. I don't think Slot spent that money last year. I've said it all season. I think Slot didn't want Isaac, Ekatike, and Wirtz. He and this is his argument in the boardroom for me. He said, look, these guys have put us in this mess, not me. You have to give me a year to do it my way. So we'll see what happens in the summer. But I think the structure is harming us more than a manager. Managers come and go, but it's like you said, the structure's been there for like 14 years now. 17 years. And then Hughes and the rest of them.
Really
like,
a yes
need to
man,
sort that out.
I don't think it's about a yes man. Like I think that people are overcomplicating it. This is like every single football club works in a corporate structure. There is nepotism in every way, shape, or form in every single football club. Michael Edwards is boys with Richard Hughes. Richard Hughes is boys with Arne Slot. As long as Richard Hughes is here, he's not going to backtrack on his boy because Arne Slot has a Premier League trophy to back himself up, even though that's technically Mohamed Salah's trophy. I don't think it's as much of a yes man thing as it is a nepotism thing. It's that Richard Hughes doesn't want to fracture his relationship with Arne, and Richard doesn't want to fracture his relationship with Michael. And it's a bunch of indecision among the people that have been given the power. Like I really don't think it comes down to Arne Slot just says yes to whatever they say. I just think that the board got it completely wrong. They didn't have the stones to walk out in January and say that, hey, we've got this completely wrong. So they released that video to try to please, the side of the crowd that still wanted to back Arne Slot. Now there's no one left that really wants to back Arne Slot, and they're in a lose-lose situation because you have the World Cup, you have a shortened preseason, you have a market that's going to be volatile, right? If any of these players go off in the World Cup, the price goes up. So clubs are not going to want to sell before the World Cup actually happens, which means that anyone that you want to go out there and buy has the ability to go up or down in terms of value, which is going to either cost you or save you money. Then you have to deal with the fact that the beginning of next season, even with a new manager, is not going to be good to begin with. So like we're in a lose situation. And I can't if you really wanted to affect change the way that you're saying, then you have to get rid of Michael Edwards. But if you get rid of him, then you have to replace 3 different positions. So all of this has just come down to the fact that we were negligent. We didn't see the writing on the wall. We can talk about players and we could talk about Rio, but none of that matters because at the end of the day, they didn't make any difference. And you could give Arne Slot infinite amounts of money. If we play Arne Slot football, I don't think that we finish 10 points better. Again, you could have swapped Arne Slot and Luis Enrique, and we would have beat PSG 15-0. That simple. Just switching the managers and keeping the players. Like it comes down to the fact that it's all just negligence and it's an inability to make a decision. And we continue to see that. And I think it's just going to get further and further and further delayed because this summer is just filled with excuses. Just like last summer was filled with excuses.
Well, but the thing is, all three of them are out of contract next year. Like none of them have been renewed. And so that's, I feel like, where the players do come into it, because they made a calculated gamble today to go ahead and back Mo Salah with this statement, and everybody else coming out, you know, Curtis posting his statement, Robbo posting his statement yesterday, because this is the last chance. Like if it gets to the summer, we're going into next year with this same trio involved, but they have a chance right now, because if they really wanted to back Arne Slot, they would have given him an extension. They didn't give him an extension. He does not have an extension. They are not holding talks for an extension. And so this is really the last sort of like point before we jump off that cliff, where there is an opportunity to say, we're not with this guy. We're not with this guy. Bring in somebody else. And that's basically what I don't know if you're Slot. I don't know how you go back to the dressing room and have Dom in that dressing room, have Kirkes, Frimpong, you know, all the other players that basically co-signed what Mo said. Dom's your best player. Like you're not going into anything without Novoslide. So, you know, I think that it's just they've really put the hierarchy in a position where it's like you either got to get rid of all of us or you got to get rid of him. And they
Can I introduce an issue real quick? So Arne Slot's the manager, and yeah, we can talk about ownership and the board and all of that good stuff. Yeah. But as fans, we're not watching the business. We're watching the game. And in the game, the manager can't score goals or defend goals. So whose responsibility it is to get the ball to the left wing? Whose responsibility is it to play the ball forward? Whose responsibility is it to make the runs and make themselves available? Tactics can only do so much. Like Rio being on the pitch and not touching the ball for 10 minutes, Slot can't make him touch the ball in 10 minutes. McAllister on the pitch, no disrespect to McAllister, but he's in the middle of the park. Slot can't make McAllister tackle. So if it's a case of, yo, these men ain't doing it because of the manager in charge, okay, then I'll concede that argument and get this manager out of here to a manager that the players can respond to. Because it's easier to get rid of the manager. But if we're going to get a guy that the players aren't going to respond to, it doesn't really make any sense. Now, if we're going to do the other side of the argument and get rid of players and get players that respond to the manager, we have to give them at least two windows, in my opinion.
Zuberi, if I showed up to where you work tomorrow and I don't know what you do and I don't have any experience in what you do,
that's a can of worms. Don't open that.
No. But hold on. This is a strictly metaphor. If I showed up to your work tomorrow and I just started dictating and telling you how to do your job without even knowing how to do your job, and you had to do it that way, do you think that you would be efficient? Do you think that you would be consistently efficient at doing your job if I was telling you as an unqualified person how to do it every single day? And you have to listen to me because I'm your boss, right? Like I am the one who's leading this team.
I don't fly that way. I don't fly that way.
Well,
that's all respect, Dom.
But the thing is, Dom is if you just said Dom is the biggest culprit. Dom has been our biggest anchor this season. Dom has been the one who holds us back. The fact that he's our best player is a strikingly that should be the most concerning thing ever. He slows down the play. He doesn't join counterattacks. He passes the ball back more than he passes the ball forward. He cannot control a ball in tight spaces. He cannot provide an assist. He's a dead ball merchant. He's a dead ball merchant and he's a running merchant. He's a glorified.
That's a bit harsh.
That's not true.
Before you guys go, though, I want to get. Yeah, go on, Kwasi. Go on.
Yeah, I was going to say this. I know. Yeah, we are all over the place, but in terms of firing him, they should have fired him in October when we lost to Manchester United. That should have been their chance to fire him. And when he came to January, they couldn't fire him because Mo Salah said what he said. And if you fire him, you give power to the players, which all the clubs are trying to get away from. So they put themselves in a tough situation. In terms of what's going on right now, I'm sorry, it's not just the manager. The players are also accountable. You playing for Liverpool Football Club, and you telling me you cannot also elevate yourself to play at least better than what we've seen. The players should not get away with murder. The manager got to go. Like I said, he should have left in October. Losing to Manchester United at Anfield, that's a sackable offense.
Losing to Nottingham Forest at Anfield is a sackable offense.
October to October, bye. That was too early.
3-0, you know.
Exactly.
Forest at home, you know.
No, I got you. I'm with you on that one. Rodz. But the thing is, with everything that everybody's saying, I know in social media, everybody want to say Edwards, Hughes, and Slot. But Edward was not with them when they did that video, which was embarrassing after the Mo Salah situation. So why did the president of the club decided to sit down with the director of football and the manager to try to sucker to us in terms of trying to pander to us, basically what I'm saying? Why didn't the guy who hired the director and the guy director who hired the manager sat down and had that conversation? So in the background, I believe there's something going on that Edwards, Hughes, Hogan are not all gelling together. There's something going on. That's why Mo Salah made his statement about somebody in the background is trying to get me out. Remember, it was somebody in the background before the manager. So from now on, I think, and one thing that I agree with Endz, instead of the fans showing yellow cards to the owners about 1.2 million increase, we should have been talking about what's going on the pitch, because I do not want to pay an increase on what I'm seeing on the pitch. And the fan base, the spirit of Shankly, as great job as they do every single day, I'm sorry, you also have to talk about that too, because we cannot sit here and say ticket prices, and then we watching this. It all has to be the same thing. But I'm not going to say that anything that everybody said is wrong, because it's what everybody is exporting.
Let Jamie go before you go, Rodz. Let Jay, because he hasn't spoken.
I'll say two after.
And then Drifty needs to jump in as well.
Yeah,
need to hear Drifty's thoughts.
The club was lied to and catfished. It's as simple as that, man. That's what us fans were. We were lied to and catfished. This club said the reason we went and got Arne Slot is because he's very similar to Jurgen Klopp. That's what they told us. You know, they wanted to keep the same style of football that Jurgen played for 10 years. They wanted that style to continue because there's a new ethos at the club now, and the club has been built in that way, that they wanted that style and ethos to be taken for years and years to come, to carry on in that momentum. Similar to way like the Cruyff revolution at Barcelona, and all the managers preceded him tried to play, and they tried to keep that sort of football going through the times. That's what they wanted to do at Liverpool, carried on. And that's not what we got. That's not what we got at all. That's why Salah's come out of his comments today. That's why he talks about that heavy metal football and all that, because that is now part of our culture, it's part of what we want to play. The fans at Anfield don't want to see this football. They hate it. They're sleeping. They're sitting on their hands. No one likes it. No one's enjoying it. They don't feel like this is the new Liverpool way. The new Liverpool way is the heavy, not just heavy metal football, just the pressing, the attacking, we will make everyone fear us kind of football. And that's how Liverpool were meant to go after what Jurgen did in that 9 to 10 years time he was at the club, building us again. Liverpool did it in the past with Shankly, the Paisley and so on, and Kenny, and they kept that ethos going. Then it stopped in the 90s. We had to rebuild again, rebuild. We got the Jurgen, we rebuilt, and then you're meant to go on and carry on that legacy, and we haven't carried on that legacy, unfortunately. That's not the way we want to go, and Slot's going a different way. Slot's football is slow tempoed, it's possession based, it's keeping the ball for no reason. You know, that's what he wants to do, and Liverpool fans don't enjoy that. The Anfield crowd don't enjoy it. The away fans don't enjoy it. Most fans watching it, I'll talk to, don't enjoy this type of football from our football club. And that's why everyone is so angry right now. And it's not going to change. It's the way Arne wants to play. You know, I don't see it changing. I don't see it changing with two pacey wingers on the wings next season. We're not to go to press high up the pitch. His players don't press. No one presses in our team. The only people that actually press are people that are natural at that game. Luis Diaz last season is a natural presser. He's hungry. He's South America. He's Colombian. That's what they do. Darwin does that. He's got that energy. That's part of his game. He just does it. You can't stop him doing that type of football. We got no one who does it. Szoboszlai tries it, but no one else in our team does it because he's not interested in that way of playing. And it's coming down to this now where the players obviously don't like playing it. No one can tell me Szoboszlai likes slowing down football. The way Szoboszlai moves and acts, you can tell he wants things to be quick and fast. No one can tell me Curtis Jones wants to slow down football. McAllister, as much as I've hit out on McAllister this year, right, and I don't think he's up to it, there's no way McAllister wants to play in a team this slow. They want to move the ball quicker. And we're just seeing the ethos of what Slot wants, and I don't think that stops next season, year after, or the year after. The style of play don't suit what this club want, and he needs to go because of that alone. F everything else. We need to be entertained. Yeah, winning things is good, but we are in the entertainment business as well as the winning business, and you need to be entertained. Fans will be like, oh, we win. You need to see good football. You need to see something that pleases you. How many games has everyone watched on this panel in the last 14 months when we go 1 or 2-0 down? Do you believe we're going to come back in the game? Anyone? Because I don't. When we're 1 or 2-0 down, no, it's over. Do you know what? When we're 2-0 up, I still don't believe we're going to win the game. And we usually don't. And this is the style we've been used to now for 14 months. So it needs to change for me. And I don't care who comes in. They need to play an attacking style of football that lets the players with quality play with freedom. Don't tie them down. Let them be creative. Let them open up. That's what people want to see today's football, not this crap and scourge that we're watching today, in my opinion, Endz.
Nah, go on, Drift. I'll get your take and we'll open it back up for everyone to get their say. What are you telling me, Drift?
I know what Jay's talking about with the catfish stuff, but I don't even think we were catfished. If you go and look at the way he played before he came to Liverpool, he did play quite a similar game to Klopp. I think this man's ego got the better of him and he thought he could revolutionize the Premier League like he's Pep Guardiola. And he tried to change the way he's playing. And the league went completely the other way. And now it's become professional Sunday league. And the way he wants to play is even worse. And I don't think he's got the balls to admit he was wrong and just go back. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. And I warned everyone about Edwards. I told you, not one man should have all that power. And the way he left and threw his toes out the pram and bounced because he couldn't do what he wanted when Klopp was here, I knew when he came back with all this power, it was going to get mad. And people you lot was talking earlier about Hughes, right? And how maybe he's just trying to do his brethren nice and all that stuff. He's been brethren with Eddie Howe for about 15, 20 years. He didn't give a fuck when he was going to get Isak. He didn't give a damn if he messed up his transfer plans or dragged out Newcastle's whole thing. He didn't care. And that's a real life 15-year brethren. You really think that's what they don't care? None of these men care. They're all gone. He's looking at Saudi money. Slot thinks he's the big boss because he won the league. Edwards is sitting up there in his high tower with all the power, loving it. They don't give a shit about Liverpool. They just care about qualifying for the Champions League, making profit and looking good. We only spent that money to stunt. There was no plan behind that window. We all sat there and thought it was amazing because we were getting big names. But what did they say? Hindsight is a bitch. And with hindsight, we're sitting there now and we're like, there was no planning. There was no structure. Frimpong was bought to get Wirtz to come here. Wirtz was bought to stop City getting him into floss because we thought we'd be able to stay ahead of City if we get the player they want. Isak was blatantly just to floss because we want to show off. Diaz was sold because they didn't think they should give him the money he deserved because he's 28. How's that worked out? Maybe Trent did leave because he foresaw what was going to happen. Do you see what I'm saying? There's loads of little nuances now that I look at and I'm like, what a terrible window. What a terrible window. I don't care. And I don't want any of these men anymore. I'm not saying they're bad footballers. I'm not saying they're crap. I'm not saying any of that. I don't think they're going to work at Liverpool. I really don't. I don't want any of these men. If they all went, I wouldn't give a shit. Frimpong can go. Kirkes is the only one I'm like, nah, I see something. Yeah. I do. I see a young Robbo in there. If under the right training and tutelage, he's got all the attributes to be a good left back. Verts, I don't think he's strong enough for the Premier League. He really needs to bulk up if he's going to play in the Premier League. Pass forward, brother. Yeah, the tactics are terrible, but bro, can you take a risk, please? Can you have some? Where's his actual brain IQ to just do something off the cuff? Don't follow instructions to the point where it makes you look crap. Are you mad? Do you think I'm going to keep doing something even though it's going to make me look crap? Eventually, I'm going to tell my manager to suck out, and I'm going to do what I want because this is my reputation on the line. This ain't just about you anymore, bro. Now I look crap. Why hasn't Verts done that at any point? And Isak, the man's made of biscuits, bro. So he had one job: stay fit till the end of the season. Couldn't even do that. One job: stay fit till the end of the season, and he couldn't do that. 125 smackaroonies. Nah, cash that in and get as much money as you can back. Go get Alvarez. Go and get Alvarez. Go and get me a striker who's robust, scores goals, can play, can press, can do all of that. Isak is a luxury player, and we ain't got no room for no luxury. So at the end of the day, bro, I don't really see where this goes. The only way this changes and the only way this gets better is if we bring Klopp back, bring in Gerrard as his assistant manager, and groom Gerrard for 2 years under Klopp, and then Gerrard takes over. Then, man, they understand the club, the ethos, what this is about, and they care. They know the fans, they have a connection with us. When was the last time any of you lot thought you had a connection with anybody in the hierarchy at Liverpool? Anyone. Now Klopp's gone. Anyone. Name anyone you like in our hierarchy. Hogan, any of these men. Who do you lot like?
Carroll. I like Carroll.
The dinner lady.
Big up Carroll.
Go, bro.
Man said Carroll, you know. That's
Yeah,
I like our commentary team on LFC TV.
I like Henry still, man. J Dubs is my guy, man. You said, man. I like
Yeah,
him.
No. I'm not having that.
Yeah, Drift. I think Drift. Your last point. That's the whole reason why they don't want to listen to the fans. They want to win. I'm sorry. We got to. These are billionaires. They do not want to lose money. They spent £450. They letting Mo Salah go for free. Mo Salah could have given us 50 mil.
They didn't actually spend that much, though. Like I mean, again, if we're gonna talk about them being businessmen, then we have to talk about how much did we sell, how much did we make on merch, how much have we made on ticket sales, how much have we made on TV contracts.
Mike, did they spend the money? Mike, did they spend the money? Whether we got 200, 300, 400 back, did they spend the money? Mike, did they spend the money? Did they spend the money?
Again, technically speaking, if I give you $100 and you give me 50, I did.
You still spend $100, right? Yes, I got you. But you still spend $100. So I got you.
Down 50.
I understand the math. But yes, but they still spend it. They could have said, "Hell no, we're not spending 120," regardless of how much money they're getting back. These are people. Right? These are people. We said they are money hungry.
Nobody was saying that at the time, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, we need to get. The fans.
But nobody was saying. Hey, what I'm saying. Nobody was saying at the time when we was buying Verts, right? Nobody was saying that we shouldn't spend 107 million on Verts. When we was getting Isak and that, nobody was saying that we shouldn't get shouldn't spend.
I was saying the Isak thing still. I was saying that still.
No, but the thing is about Isak, you was never going to see the best of him this season anyway, because he's been constantly going to be paying catch up because he never had a good preseason. He was injured for most of the time, like before he came into Liverpool, and they only let him come into Liverpool on the last day. He had no preseason, so he was always going to be playing catch up. I didn't expect to see anything from Isak till next season, to be honest. If he gets the next season and he's still crap, well, he can bounce then, innit? But nobody expected that
No, but Rodz, how long do you need, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I watched football my whole life. No one needs a whole season to get fit, bro.
He was shit. He broke his leg. Yeah, and he was shit before he broke his leg. He was terrible.
No, everybody knows that Isak at Newcastle was balling out. He was balling out. What I'm saying is, before we can make a full judgment on whether Isak is shit or whether he's good, you have to give him another season because he's constantly paying catch up this season.
The question that I have for everybody, I honestly I have one question for everybody. So we're all talking about the players and how the players have to take some responsibility. How Ertz needs to go ahead and be braver. He needs to go ahead and take a chance. My thing is, if you're the manager and things have been falling apart since October, at what point as a manager do you take it on yourself and say, I got to figure out something different because whatever we're doing is not working.
Exactly.
I have to try something different to be able to get the best out of the players that I have available, right? I get that there are injuries, that there's been inconsistency, people have been in and out of the team. All of that has had an effect. Sure. All of that has an effect. But at some point, you're seeing 4-0, 3-1. Like, we're getting fucking dragged.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, the part of Mike,
like, there has to be a point.
Sorry about that, Gigi.
Where the
part where
manager
Mike
steps up and is like, I can't let this happen anymore.
Yeah.
And he's just been happy to trot into every post-game press conference and be like, well,
nonsense.
I know what's wrong. Don't worry. Like, I know how to fix it.
I will fix
like,
it.
We'll just get more players. And then don't worry, everything will be fixed. My thing is, if you can't show an appetite for coaching up the players that you have, how do you think Barcola and Elise are going to be like, yeah, let me just come play under this guy? Like,
Well,
he can't even,
they're not coming.
he can't even
They've
make
won the
anything
11.
happen with the food he's already got at home.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't need to eat out. He's got food at home. Like, you need to figure out how to fix that.
Yeah,
I
and
actually
the
think-
part, Mike,
Oh, my
Mike,
bad. Go on.
Mike, real quick.
Go
The
on.
part where you said he was shit before he got injured, it's like having a
For
you know,
Liverpool.
Yeah, Drifty said that Isak is a luxury. Yeah, if I have a Ferrari and I put a cheap gas in, guess what's going to happen? The car is going to stop.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
agreed,
The car,
agreed.
the guy, even Gapo, who we know is useless. When Gapo started playing striker, right, these couple games, and how many touches does the brother had playing 90 minutes? I think this
He
is
had
12.
He had 4 in one game, then he had 7 in another, and then 11 in another game.
I'm just saying,
Kwasi,
just
you're
like
preaching to the choir.
Gigi's saying, that, Mike, that's all I'm saying. Just like Gigi's saying, we have the players. The person who's supposed to put them together don't know what he's doing.
This
So
is the thing.
a luxury player can become useless.
Yo,
That's all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think.
Look, listen.
I don't-
Mike,
Go
one
on.
sec. The thing for me is that man saying that we've got the players. I genuinely don't believe we have. A lot of these players are signed off of data analytics, and a lot of these players are signed from other leagues, like the German league. We've seen Gaio Craze coming from Portuguese league. We've seen it time and time again. The statistics being used in different leagues, it doesn't hold up the weight, and the eye test is just not there. I honestly believe, I didn't never believe in Isaac. We've had strikers like Luis Suarez at this club. If you believe Isaac is worth 125 mil when he's like some kind of world-class striker, I just generally don't see it. I've always thought he's a decent Premier League striker that way. If he stays fit, he'll get you 20 goals a season. But he's never going to be a Luis Suarez quality type of striker. And the way I see it is Wirtz just doesn't have the tools in his locker to ever be a Coutinho type of number 10, to be banging shots from outside the area, to be getting all those assists, to be playing with such, intensity and energy. I just don't see it, bro. The eye test says different to what the stats say. And I think we've actually bought two duds. if I'm being honest. So I'm not
Mickey,
sure we have-
Coutinho
I
was an
think-
injury prone from Italy. Coutinho was an injury prone player from Italy who came to Liverpool and started balling.
I think we all need to take a step.
And now we've got a brother who's got a mad kneecap and he can't stay fit. So
Who say he has a bad kneecap because of the
Okay, but-
picture?
Hold on. I want to paint a different picture for you guys, because personally, again, I'm only speaking for myself. But when I put blame on this season, it's 95-5, and I'm being dead ass. It's 95% Slot and it is 5% players. Because personally, to me, the only reason why we are on 59 points is because of the individual brilliance of these players to play in the worst system I've ever seen. Every single goal that we have scored this season has been in spite of the way that we play football. We build up with 4 players against a mid-block of 5. We quite literally put ourselves at an odd man advantage just to get out of our own half. And yet we have still won games. Yet we are still in 5th place. Like Dominic Szoboszlai, listen, I know that I can talk shit on him all I want, but him scoring free kicks is the reason why I have 1 points this season. Florian Wirtz has shown me moments in this season where I'm like, that's a moment of quality. He's also shown me a lot of moments of really poor quality. So is every other player in this team. But in spite of the structure, in spite of the system, they have been able to drag us out. I have not seen since Rio Engamoa won the game away at Newcastle, I have not seen us score a team goal. And that was 8 months ago. I have not seen us score a single team goal in a meaningful sense, right? Like maybe a team goal when it's 5-1 against Frankfurt. oh, congratulations. You guys work together as a team to turn 4-1 into 5-1. But the majority, if not every chance we create is either a set piece or individual brilliance from, one or two players who are, Ekitike is the prime example of that. I know for a fact Arne Slot is not telling him to drop to the halfway line. I know that. I know that he is instinctively doing that, and he is creating opportunities for himself. And other players do the same thing. Rio and Gamoa. Like, dude, I know for a fact that Rio gets that ball, and Slot is in his head is going, now pass it back. And Rio decides to take on the fullback. Jeremy Frimpong, I know that he wants him to go backwards, but he kicks it to the byline, and he says, you know what? I'm just going to try this. And he created a lot of opportunities in the few chances that he had at right wing, right? And, his injuries, those have been a problem this season. The right back in general has been a problem this season because Dominic Szoboszlai had to play there. But to me, I think that the players show me promise that even given all of the conditions to finish in 13th, which, to be honest with you, we really should be in 13th. Like, the fact that we're not where United were last season is a testament to just how lucky we are. Is only because of these players. And I have to give them the benefit of the doubt that with a different manager who has even just like a modicum of competence, like a Sunday league manager, someone who plays FIFA could do better than Arne Slot. Someone who plays Football Manager could do better. I will see more out of them. Like, we talk about McAllister, who has been dog shit this season. But can anyone tell me, like, whenever any of our midfielders are supported defensively or offensively? Like, when are any of our wingers supported by more than a fullback? When do we ever see in build-up less than 30 yards of space between the ball and where the ball needs to go? It's just like we can harp on players for being bad, but at the same time, it's like I kind of expect it. And they're the only reason why I'm not in 16th place. They're the only reason why I'm going to get to see Champions League football next season. And that's like insanely important. That's a lot of money. If we don't get Champions League football, we're not buying anyone good this summer. Even though I don't think that the investment makes that big of a difference. I don't think Olise is attainable, but like, you're not going to convince a Barcola, who I still think that's like a low end target. Like, I don't want to buy Barcola in 2026, but it's just, we have to give them credit for rising above. I get it. We can all be angry, but like, dude, without these guys, we're literally on 40 points. Like, this season has turned into a road to 60. It's crazy.
My only thing off of what Mike is saying is that if I felt like I could see the structure of what Slot was trying to get them to do, and I just couldn't see, the players just looked like they didn't give a shit, then I think I would feel differently about it. But when I look at what's happening, I can't see. I honestly, like, I couldn't even guess at where he wants the different players to be positioned.
I'm gonna piggyback off a point Drifty made in response to that, and it's about having a plan. So I've never been a big fan on, big spending in the window, getting 5 players in. Drift, I talked to you, man, on Coppish a couple years ago about 3 players is 3 too much, right? When we got all those players in and spend all that money, the problem become, who's our number 10? We've never played with a 10. We've never played with a 10. It's a 6 and 2 8 box to box guys, right? I don't even think we have 2 guys suited for that, because those 2 guys supports the winger. To my point, that was how the winger get their support. Get it from a Hendo, get it from a Genie, and that's how the wingers get support. And then in turn, the wingers come back, support those guys in the middle of the park. We've flipped that, where we've got a 110 up there who's a luxury man, standing behind a luxury man who's standing next to 2 luxury wingers. So we got 4 luxury players in the team. So all we're left with is double pivot and the back 4. That's why we're so open. So being on this panel, I realized the problem, bro. I realized the problem Slot has. So if I'm supposed to be Slot and all you men are supposed to be my coaches, bro, we all got points to make, and none of the points is solving the issue, fam. Because the man is playing 6 different men at right back, but we have 3 right back. We have 3 right back, and we're playing 2 midfielders at right back. We have men in the team with no rotation, no minutes, and then we dash him in for 45 minutes. He didn't run his shit off. There's no plan in going forward, because every plan forward, we still didn't adjust the setback we have. Bro, none of you man really rate Bradley as the deputy that's trying to take over. None of you man really rate Frimpong to come and lock up the left wing.
I do.
Whoa.
That's not
Dude, Bradley and Frimpong are fantastic. You're
I
describing
definitely
a
do.
coaching issue. You're
I've
describing a
always
coaching
championed
issue.
Bradley.
Like that's a self-inflicted wound.
Bruh.
Everything that you just described was I'm gonna make sure that there's no consistency or stability here. I have 2 available right backs. Let me put in Dom because I can't build up and I need to build up before.
But I don't know the source. I don't know the source of that. You see what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm saying.
My eyes.
No. I'm saying the source of that decision. That's what we're arguing, or not really arguing, but that's what we're trying to talk to right now. We're trying to talk to what's the source of this? So everyone is like, it got to be the manager. Some man is saying, it got to be the owner. It got to be Hughes, Edwards. Bro, we don't really know the source of this, but I honestly believe my man is in this situation. And to Rod's point, I've never really taken the side. Let's say the owner and the backroom staff is the issue. Bro, you have an innocent coach. I'm not saying he's a manager. You have an innocent coach in a messed up situation, trying his best with nothing, bro. Nothing. I heard a man say, hold on a second. Let me land. Let me land. The point.
No, hold on. Let him land.
No. Let me land respectfully. Let me land the point. I know you got to use the bathroom, but the wheels just come out. It needs a touchdown. I need to make it to the terminal. Yeah? Hear what I'm saying. This is a coach. I heard a man said, Warts ain't got no kneecaps. So this is a man that's supposed to get the best out of a man with no kneecaps. This is a man that's supposed to get the best out of a striker that's a luxury man that can't run. This is a man, to Mike's point, to get the best out of Sabazalai, who can't control a game. This is a man who's supposed to get the best out of Salah, who can't be the winger. This is a man who's supposed to get the best out of their injury poor man. This is a man, the last point, this is a man who's supposed to get the best out of a double pivot guy who I watched with my eyes, played 5 Premier League games and made 0 tackle in the middle of the park. How is one man supposed to get the best out of all those effed up situations? How do you get the best out of all of that?
Inspire them to play.
Find the formation.
Like that's the job. Like I'm so sorry.
It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about the decisions that he's made. Like we've seen.
You realize Zuberi.
Now, one at a time. I just want to know how.
Let Gigi land.
I just want to know how.
Yeah. Ryan has played every single game for the past 2 years. They haven't figured out any kind of way to get any kind of backup for him, right? So when you say the midfield looks tired, like he's pretty tired. You know what I mean? He's been playing every game, and they sub him in at center back because Kanate all of a sudden forgot how to do his job. So what I'm saying is, yes, did we fill the holes that we needed with last summer's window? No. But what I'm saying is, just like the fans went into the season, this is the squad we have. Slot went into the season with this is the squad we have. So at some point, it has to click to you. Even though I would like to have spaghetti for dinner, I don't have the stuff.
So he's supposed to get the best out of round pegs and square holes.
I've got to go back to the refrigerator and figure out what else I can cook, because I can't just serve nothing.
Can I say,
like, girl, give us nothing. That's been Slot this entire season.
Can I just say something? His
job is to figure out some other tactical tweak to make, and he hasn't done anything.
Can I just say,
he's like, I'll figure it out later.
Hold on. Let me say something. Yeah. Do you realize that today, right, that Jurgen Klopp had worse to deal with than what Slots had to deal with, and he made it work. You make it work, bro. You don't take off a right back and put on a midfielder, yeah, when the right back is actually fit. You don't do that and put a like midfielder as right back. Yeah, you don't play a right back as a midfielder, like a midfielder as a right back when you got 2 right backs on the bench. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, yes, at the day you could say at the day, so like he's had some bad times, yeah. But trust me, at the day, right, young Klopp had it worse, and he made it work. You know what I mean? He's incapable.
What if his plan is to fix it next season?
Hold on.
No.
No.
Then you should have showed us to do it this year, bro.
Let me show you something. Because let me show you something, right? There's a certain amount of experience that you need as a head coach or a manager in order to make things work. Yeah? He hasn't got it. Simple as he hasn't got it. It doesn't matter if you're going to be here next season. You can give it to next season after that, next season after that. It's just not going to work. He's just not the guy. Do you know what I mean? Now, when I'm saying about sort of like coming from the top at the day, right? It was FSG and the decision to bring back in Edwards. Yeah. So what they've done at the day, they know at the day that Edwards and Klopp don't get on. They know they don't get on. Yeah. But yet they brought him back, and they not only did they bring him back, they brought him back in a higher position than what he was before. So basically, today, right, Edwards is now going to be telling Klopp what to do, and Klopp's thinking that day, hold on, I've been in for 9 years in the day, right? I've dragged you from from being rubbish to like being the top. I've raised the standards with this club, and you're going to put this guy to tell me what to do. Now I'm gone. You understand what I'm saying? So then, at the day, right, when Edwards got his feet under the door, when he come in, he got in Richard Hughes. Richard Hughes is his brethren. So he goes, brother, I got this little thing going on up the road, I'm going to bring you in, brother. I'm going to bring you in. It's like one of them ones. I'm going to bring you in, man. You can make some money up here, Come. So he brought him in. He hasn't really got to me at the end of the day, he hasn't really got the experience to be a sporting director for Liverpool. I don't think he has. That's my opinion, yeah? Right? And then if we're saying that they sort of like, then Richard Hughes brought in sort of like Arne Slot, because remember at the day, when it was going good for Arne Slot, yeah, Richard Hughes come out and said, yeah, I've scouted him from years and years, and we've been looking at him for time and everything that, right? And we just finally decided, to bring him in, yeah? When it's going bad now, right, he kind of wants to distance himself from him. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are decisions at the day, right, that people at the day are not being held accountable for. Arne Slot doesn't get to do what he does in the day if he's being held accountable for his actions, accountable for what he does. It's a sham. It's a sham. You look at yesterday, there was no midfield. Literally no midfield. They was running through the midfield like they were strippers or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, they was running through that midfield and I know we were stopping them. Ollie Watkins said it and they go, yeah, well, I know how they're playing everything that, right? And I'm going to get some chances. Ollie Watkins, Ollie Watkins is boring us off. Cucurella done the same thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's something fundamentally wrong with Liverpool in there, right? And it starts from Arne Slot and goes right to the top. Until we get that sorted out, expect many days like this. It's gonna get rough. Do you know what I mean? So there's no point not blaming sort of like Arne Slot, because you know what? The players are a mirror image of the head coach. The players are a mirror image of the manager. You understand what I'm saying? Let him be culpable for what he's doing. Doing with the players on the pitch. We never said to him. The players never said to him, and they when Chiesa made that run all the way back and stopped it from being 2-1 against Sunderland, right? Yeah. How did he get repaid with that? He was on the bench and come on for the last 5 minutes of the next game. He don't treat people right, bro. You know what I mean? So Arne Slot, no way on this God's green earth is anyone going to tell me that Arne Slot is innocent in this. He's not innocent. He's an arrogant guy. He's very arrogant. When they said about booing and everything, like, well, they ain't booing me, they're booing the players. They might boo you. They're booing you.
Rodz, can I get Jay's thoughts as well? Because Jay, I want you to get involved, Jay, because I know you got a lot to say.
Just be respectful, man, letting people talk, that's all.
Nah, jump in, man, jump in. I want to hear you.
I've been told I'm a bit of a see you next Tuesday, you know what I mean? So I'm just letting people have their say.
Tell me that.
a quality coach is great at hiding weaknesses and showing the strengths. Our coach hides the strengths and shows the weaknesses. And that's Liverpool's major issue. You got Ryan Gravenberch, who did really well last season in that DM role, and I give Slot credit for that, changing him into that position. I'll give him credit for it, yeah. And then this season he went, you know what? I don't need him to defend no more. He can just have a roaming role. Yeah. And then you stick McAllister next to him, who, doesn't really want to do that defensive work because he's not built for it. He likes to get on the ball and start attacks and things like that. So they both got to do a similar role. They play a lot together. The fact of the matter is, Gravenberch and McAllister was mainly a double pivot last season that won the title. This season, he's decided to let them have more of a roaming role because he thinks he's got 8 players in an opposition half. He should have 8 Liverpool players in that opposition half at the same time. But we don't do that. But then we don't do one-on-one pressing. That's all right if you go to do man-to-man pressing, but we don't do man-to-man pressing. We just pick up positions and everyone just leaves the space in behind. His coaching is poor. It is as simple as that. There's nothing I've seen this season that tells me he's a good coach. I mean, it's evident. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know what to do. He got Kirkes in and decided to make him an inverted left back at the beginning of the season, a role he's never ever played before. We bought him for a reason. He was one of the best left backs in the league last season from an attacking point of view that links well up with wingers. And we told him, don't get forward. We want you to invert into that midfield and start attacks. Not known for his passing. Again, showing a weakness and not a strength. Yeah. Again with Salah as well. Salah said it himself. He's played fullback more than he's played up front this season. When you tell a 33-year-old winger who's Liverpool's 3rd all-time goal scorer last season, you stay up there, fella, do your thing, get me the goals and win me a title. He does that. Then this season, he's a year older. He tells him, now you've got to go and help out your fullback. It literally makes no sense. Why would you do that?
Somebody being bigger than him, Jay. Salah got bigger than him. Slot didn't like that.
Yeah. And Slot don't like. I think Slot could be a good coach down the line with another team. I'm not going to disrespect him totally, right?
He was a good coach last season.
Yeah. I think Liverpool is just too much of a job for him. It's too big for him. The personalities are too big for him. He wants to be the guy, but his way of going about things, being the guy, it just doesn't suit anything we do. The players are too powerful. We can't handle it. And everyone talks about players. Yeah, players have been crap this year. And players, like Kwasi said earlier, players do deserve to, being told they're shit this year. Like Wirtz, I think gets away with a lot, in my opinion. I know everyone thinks he's quality, and he probably is quality, and he will probably one day show that quality, and it'll shut us all up. But there is times this season where I think he doesn't do enough at times, even when he's on the ball. Alexander Isak, like Drift was saying, he's too quiet in games sometimes. Sometimes, all right, I'm not getting the ball. Drop deep and try and pick the ball up and maybe start attacks and build things up like Ekitike does. Because the funny thing is, this season, we're talking about strikers, Cody Gakpo never gets any touches. Isak never gets any touches. Ekitike gets loads of touches. Right, and now we're talking about Ekitike might actually be a better footballer than Alexander Isak. Might not be a better goal scorer, but actually might be a better footballer. Because he gets involved, he's got a bit more about his game. He's like, no, I try my best to do. And he fell off. The reason he fell off towards the end of the season, not before the injury, it's because he's playing every week because we've got no other striker. The weaknesses in our team are there and evident. There's always weaknesses in teams. Every team's got weaknesses in how they play, but a good quality coach tries to hide that and get him into a system that suits them all. Look at Iriola at Bournemouth, and the man lost his whole back line, right? He lost his whole back line, replaced it all. Then he lost his best player in January. He went, don't worry about it. Got their team still playing. They could finish 6th this season. That's a tremendous job. That's coaching. That's proper coaching. Slot's not doing that. And we're just going on next season. Look, the evidence is last season, the players that mostly were there were still Klopp's players because he didn't really sign anyone but Chiesa. They were still playing towards... Slot said it himself, or anyone shouts me down. Slot came out and said it himself. I barely changed anything. Why would I? And they went out there and played. When did he start changing it? It's all evident because we've all watched it. Around January, February time, he all changed it. Robbo himself actually came out and said there's been a little bit of a change. Salah came out and said there's been a change. The way we're playing is different from February onwards, from 2025 to where we are now. Because he wants to get his team. He's not going to be there sitting there going, I'm going to just keep playing the Jurgen Klopp way. Eventually, he's going to want to put his own spin on the football club and how he wants to play. And what we're seeing now is the Slot football. This is what we're watching. This is not Jurgen Klopp football. It's not Roy Hodgson football, whatever you want to say. What we're watching now is very evident to me that this is the way Arne Slot wants to play. And people will say, this player, that player. Every single game this season, when we go 1 or 2-0 up, what do we all do, guys? We drop back into a mid-block and no pressing and let teams come back into games. Every single week. Every single week. Now, Slot says he doesn't do that on purpose, and it's not instruction. The problem is, it has to be instruction, because if it's not instruction, why are we now on week 37 and he still allows it?
I'm
and he still allows it.
That, Jamie. That's the one thing that has been bothering me from the post-match press conference against Chelsea, is that he almost was making fun of the person that asked him the question, because the reporter asked him the question about well, once you guys scored the goal, why did you tell your team to back off? And he was like, you think I would have told my team to back off? And it's well, then why do they keep doing it every week?
Every week.
Either you told them to do that, or you've lost the dressing room and they're not listening to you. Either way, it's a problem.
And that's the thing. I don't think he's... Look, players... Look, I'm going to be horrible here to players, Players are bastards, right? Because players are in it for themselves, they can be mercenaries at times, If they don't like a coach, they let that coach know, right? They decide not to play for him anymore, get this prick gone, get the new man in. Because what do you always see? New manager bounce. Why do they say that? Because the players all of a sudden start playing better for the new guy, right? Because players are like that, But you've got to be a strong personality and a strong coach to get through that. And what's very evident to me is that Slot is not that. He's just not. You've got to have a powerful man at charge at Liverpool Football Club. Yeah. We're not Brentford or Bradford or Wolves or anything like that. We're Liverpool. We're a strong team. We're a big side. The world is watching you. He can get away with mistakes at Feyenoord because who the fuck is watching? Do you know what I mean? No one's watching. He can make mistakes. People can go and watch his YouTube clips of 4 games he played that season that might have been good. No one's watching it. The eyes are on Liverpool. Kirk has said it himself this season. I was at Bournemouth. It's a little easier at Bournemouth. Not enough people are watching me. I'm only playing once a week. 3 games a week shit is fucking hard. Do you know what I mean? And, the eyes are watching me. You feel it more. The pressure's on you more. And I think that's with Arne Slot as well. I just don't think he's the personality for this football club.
When did everyone change? Go on, Kwasi, but when did everyone change as well? Kwasi, you take it and then...
I was going to say what Jamie said was actually in response to what Drifty said earlier. His ego got in the way. When he first came to Liverpool, that summer that we first saw him play, was it against Sporting or something like that? That's where we saw Trey and Rio, and we were like, oh snap, this guy have something. And all he did was slow the game down a little bit and play at Jurgen Klopp way, but he slowed the game down a little bit. That's the same way we played at the beginning of the season till January. When he realized he was winning the league, he tried to sneak his stuff in. And it was apparent when we played PSG. You put, God bless his soul, Jota against those monsters that he can't outrun. Right? We brought Isak, Ekitike, and those guys based on the amount of chances we created when Nunes and them boys were there. So we're like, hey, if we create that much chances for Isak, guess what? He's banging in 20 goals. Yet, the fact that we're saying that Ekitike is running around and he's doing all that stuff, to me, that's crazy. He is a put the ball in the back of the net type of striker. Why is he running around like that? Hence the reason why Ekitike could never play 90 minutes. The one time he played 90 minutes, he was gone for 4 games. Those players are not players like Nunes, Suarez, who are crazy, who could go all around the pitch. They are a specific profile of players. And the manager should have recognized that and played to their strength. And he never did. He tried to be sneaky, and then he got exposed. And when he got exposed, his ego got in the way still because he doesn't want to do the Jurgen Klopp way. And he tried to do his own way. And his own way is we might not even make it to Champions League. So
Kwasi, here's the problem, bro, and this is the reason why. Even though what you're saying is facts about the manager, I agree with you. This is where it goes back to me saying it was a terrible recruitment with hindsight. Name me a player we bought that has any tenacity, any will, any desire to do the hard yards. They're all luxury, man. Everyone laughed at me when I said, "Look at what Diaz does without the ball." Everyone, oh, who cares, man? He goes 4 games without scoring. Oh yeah, but he drags the ball up the field. He occupies, he presses, he does all that. But people told me that, oh, who cares about all that? You care now, though, right? You should have listened when I said it before.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? People at Nunes might not be able to score every single chance and get some miss a lot. I get that. It was super frustrating. Even I gave up on him. But you know what he did do? Work hard, run, press, and do all that stuff every minute of every game. If you go and ask any defender who's harder to play against, out of Nunes and a lot of the other men who are more talented than him, they'll say, Nunes, this man roughed me up all game. He's annoying, bro. I want to play against this you. Isak is easy to play against. That man's a wardrobe. He just stands around and just waits for the ball to come to. I don't want that in my team. I don't care if he's a better finisher or if he looks better and all that. I want a man who is a problem. Everyone we have in our team now are elegant, good-looking. We just got a bag of supermodels, but we need to carry all these heavy bricks up the fucking road. What are we doing, bro?
Hold on, Drifty.
How is supermodels going to help us carry all the fucking heavy bricks?
Drift, I hear it.
I don't like this. Look, people have. I've heard it like 4 or 5 times now, and I just have to push back on it. This idea of luxury players. I'm totally rejecting that. I think that's a total cop out. Like, to me, there is not a single issue in this football club that did not exist in May 16th of 2025. Not one new issue. There is not a single new issue. The issues at this football club last season in the second half of the year was number one, inability to deal with an opposition press. Go back and rewatch Southampton. Go back, rewatch Brighton. Go back, rewatch Everton away. Same exact issues. Number 2 was we were way too slow. What's everyone's biggest, crime this season? We play too slow a football. We play U-ball. We go around the box. We pass it backwards. That existed back then. Number 3, efficiency from anyone whose name was not Mohamed Salah. Our striker didn't put up 20 goals. Our left winger didn't put up 20 goals. It was Mo Salah with 48 GA. It was the midfield pitching in with goals. It was set pieces. So, like, I don't think that buying luxury players is the problem.
Crazy, though,
Diaz had
to me, to me, this idea of like because we bought luxury players, we don't press anymore. We were not pressing in the second half of last season. We did not press the back line of other teams. We sat off. In fact, we allowed other teams to press us. And every goal that we conceded in the second half of the season was because we fucked up the buildup, because we can't deal with the press. We conceded a counterattack and someone got exposed, i.e., every single goal that we score, every single goal we concede this season.
Mike, you're actually talking to Drifty's point, though. You're talking to Drifty's point. No one fears, bro. There's no player in our team that's feared. That's what Drifty's saying. They think they're going to press a man like Mane that can break a press, like Genie that can break. Bro, they're pressing man them because they don't. Bro, no one respect McAllister. He wears number 10 on his back. What is McAllister doing, fam? Bro, no one fears our play. You know, man fear Gakpo. They don't fear Gakpo. There's no player in our team they fear, bro.
Yes, but you just named players that were here last season. I'm talking about.
No, but do you think strikers fear Virgil or Konate?
What I'm saying is that nothing.
Wait, do you think strikers fear Mamadashvili? There's no players in our team. Opposition fear.
No new issues. What I'm saying is that we brought in 5 players. We let go of certain players. There is not.
Bro, Salah missed like 4 penalties. You think keeper fears Salah now?
Salah also missed penalties last season. There is not a single unique issue to this season that did not exist last season. That's the point that I'm making. The introduction of these players or luxury players is not. It's not a. It's people are viewing it like correlation equals causation. It's not. These existed before, and they exist.
Bro, it is. We bought Isak, and man said we won the league. That's fear. And then man realized, oh, I don't need to fear him. He's just water crackers in water. Well, we don't fear him.
Okay, but Alexander's Isak's deficiencies.
Yo, am I lying?
We played him.
Didn't we bought Isak, and man said, yo, Liverpool won the league because they fear us.
Yeah.
We bought Verts, and man said, raw. Yo, we bought Verts, and man was like, yo, Liverpool won the league.
Many people jump to that conclusion, but it still doesn't change the fact that players are tools, right? If I gave you a box of wood and nails and you were a carpenter, I would expect you to be able to build something better than some dude who's a computer scientist, right? Like tools are only as good as the person operating the tool. Isak was getting 8 touches a game. Was he getting involved? No. But were we utilizing him right? Absolutely not. Did we utilize Mo Salah right? No. Did we utilize Cody Gakpo right? Or Rio Ngomoa right? No. Did we utilize our midfield 3 right? No. Did we utilize the basic build-up structure right? No. And this all existed last season. What I'm saying is that it's not like we brought in new players and anything changed, right? It's just that we brought in players and now we have an excuse to say, oh, we wasted all this money, even though it's the same problems, the same exact problems. Our 9 was a problem last year. It's a problem this year.
But I'm hearing but both of you guys are right, though. Like
that's what I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. You're making the same point.
From what I'm hearing, you guys are both right, because what we need in the midfield is a cruncher. Like we need somebody that Drifty is talking about that people are scared of. We need somebody physical. That's not what any of our midfielders really like. That's not their thing. We're missing that profile in the midfield. But if we were able to add some more physicality, some protection for the defense, it would allow our forwards and
next season, man. I told you, man, about next season. It's coming.
Did we need that last year, though?
Quick question, Gigi. Quick question. Quick question, Gigi. Quick question, Gigi. Quick question, Gigi. The manager has always referenced PSG. Do PSG has any tough tackling cruncher in their midfield?
Yeah, they got 6 of them, man. They're pressing 6s, bro.
They have an amazing.
Yeah, they're pressing 6s, bro.
Any of their midfielders.
Yeah, but
they aren't destroyers though. All of our midfielders are technically perfect.
PSG different for us anyway. PSG
yeah.
Mickey, jump on. Mickey, 1 second, guys. Get Mickey. Mickey, jump in, bro. You've been waiting to have. Go on. You've been listening. What's on your mind?
It's all mad, bro. To be honest, like I don't buy this thesis that we've got the players. Like I generally don't believe in Isaac. I don't believe in Wirtz. Like Drifty said, I believe Kirkes or whoever said it. Kirkes, I think solid long-term left back by. I don't know whether Frimpong's ever going to get the chance to even play at right back. So how can he be judged at a right back? I don't know, man. It's a bit up in the air for me. I feel that we can't pinpoint the blame on one specific thing. The manager's shit, but I do believe he's got a shit team as well. The intensity that Jamie spoke about, that's missing hugely. You take out 3 players, like you lose a Trent Alexander-Arnold and a Diaz from your starting lineup, and then you take away key elements of support like squad players like Gerald Kwanzaa, Tyler Morton. Tyler Morton's balling as a 6 out in someone that can take the ball, press resistant, and do you know what I'm saying? Other players we got rid of, just bad business. I think, like Drifty said, it was a terrible window, and I think the window was mainly due to the likes of Edwards and Hughes, and the actual control of that bad window and the new players that have come in is down to Slot. Like I said, we have a big issue with training. This current squad can definitely be better than what we're seeing. I'm not saying this squad is the squad to keep and go and win the league, 100%. But they can definitely do better than what they're doing. And the fact we're getting run off the park tells me that there's problems within the training. This whole thing of protecting players and not having injuries, I feel like it's caused injuries this season. The fact that we're not, you can't play that player because he's too young in Rio. Why is Chiesa's fitness level so fucking shit? Like there's serious issues here, and that fact of the intensity on the pitch, players not being fit enough, not pressing. We don't have the characteristics, the right player profiles like a Diaz. Like Mo can't run, Isaac doesn't press. Like Jamie said, Ekatike does come deep and makes stuff happen himself. He's the only one that does that. Other than that, we've got a young boy in Rio on the left-hand side and Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo is absolutely useless. While we've got him in our team, you know what I mean? We have to judge the level of the team for what it is. Gakpo is absolutely useless. Can't stay on side. So I don't feel we have a great squad. And obviously, we don't have a great manager. A combination of those things, as well as the hierarchy making bad decisions in terms of transfers, letting people out, contracts, etc. It's all a combination of what's really hurting us at the moment. So I think all of those things have to be addressed. But it's not as easy as saying, "Oh, the manager and his tactics," or "those guys over there." It's a combination of many things. And like with those guys going into the last year of their contracts as well, all three of them, like the future of this club really needs to be addressed this summer. Who's going to come in after?
Can I ask you guys a new scenario question before I jump out of here? I got to run still. You know, there's a gas light in modern cars that tell you when you should go and get gas, right? I'm a firm believer if that light is not on, I can go to the gas station 10 times. If that light isn't on, I'm not getting gas. And I take it to the wire. 2 miles to go, 0 miles on empty. That's how I pull into the gas station. That's just how I live my life. I believe ownership of Liverpool is of the same mindset. Like, yo, we probably should get gas to get us over the line, but the light ain't on. So I think they're waiting for the lights to be cut off, like dark days, before they make certain improvement. And I know, Rodz, you don't really jive with that, and I get it. But we can't change that. That's how they operate. And I'm telling you, man, when we do get gas, yeah, we're going to go the distance. Are we going to get gas in the window? I don't know if the light's going to be on at that point. Because to them, man, we still got 30 miles to go. And that's just, I just want to leave you guys with that.
Yeah, but Zuberi,
Big up, Zuberi.
Man talking about you're out of petrol, because I'll tell you why the fuck didn't you get petrol, bro? I ain't got no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're gonna be
but Drifty, if you support me, you'll still come out there and help, even though you're customer. You see what I'm saying?
I might come and help you one time.
I'll make you walk home, bro. I will make you walk home. I will make you walk your ass home. I'm not helping you. If you run out of gas in 2026, I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you. You're not using my AAA. You're not using my AAA.
How about support, man? You
ain't coming up for nobody. No. I fill up my tank when it hits the quarter. Every time it hits the quarter, I fill it up. I don't ever let the light turn on. If you let the light turn on, you're being negligent. You're being negligent.
Listen, hold on.
That's what we have. That's what we have, guys. I just want to leave you, man, with that, because I know we're talking about a bunch of stuff, and I'm telling you, man, we got about 10 miles to empty, and I don't know if we're gonna get gas this summer. But Arne Slot will still be driving. So if we run out, we just run out. If we get gas, the minute we get gas, we're gonna go.
No, we're not.
Anyway, big up each and every one of you, man. Hope you man have a great weekend.
Big ups,
I gotta run, man. Great talk. Hope you guys are blessed.
I live my life different, boy. I'll buy deodorant and I've still got half of my last one. I never drive less than half a tank of petrol.
I'm like you, bro. I never let the light go on. Ever. I never let the light go on.
Gram full of two buy one get one free. I stock up. You got what I'm saying? I got some toilet roll.
I still got 20 miles to go.
Give me a second. Endz, I've got to go in a couple of minutes because I've got a show at 11:15. But I'll leave with this. Arne Slot was never the man for the job. We can all agree with that. He's never the man for the job. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He knew what he was walking into, right? And one thing about head coaching and a head coach, what they've done with the head coaching, and they do it the American style, like, you know, we get the players in, you coach the players. Do you know what I mean? He knew what he was buying into. So if he suddenly realizes that he doesn't have the players that he needs to do the job, or maybe he shouldn't have signed up for that job in the first place. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We all know we needed it in the transfer window just gone. We all needed that. We needed it was a 6, a destroyer. You know what I mean? So you know you should have bought a destroyer. What we did get in the transfer window, right, was like an old saying: we got what we want, but not what we need. Simple. That's what we got. Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't believe at the end of the day the next season is going to be anything different than what it is this season. Do you know what I mean? Because if it was going to be, you would have seen slight improvements this season, and we're not seeing it. Each and every game is the same thing. And when it comes to a certain time in the game, like 75 minutes, 77 minutes, he gets desperate and starts taking off defenders and putting in attackers. And he's got nobody manning the gate. Do you know what I mean? So the gate's just wide open. Everybody's coming through. Do you understand what I'm saying? He hasn't got the technical know-how to manage or to coach a team like Liverpool. I'll just say that. He hasn't got the technical know-how, and he won't have it now, and he won't have it later. So I think really and truly that if he was a decent man, he will bow out gracefully and say, look, the job's too big for me, let somebody else do it. You know what I mean? Now, on that note, anything that I've got to go because I've got to do the show. Big up
Rodz.
Big up each and everybody in the panel. Gigi, Empress, enough respect, you know, and Tingo already. We're there. Drifty, my brother.
Big up, man.
Yeah, big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
Big up. You like the little, yes, the other day, board-headed fish. Mountain fish.
But I'm just saying, like, every time we have to take a shot at Slot, I don't want to catch strays. Yeah,
you're not catching strays.
Every time someone says bald something, I'm catching a stray. You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault that I was passed down with genetics for my dad. You get me?
Drifty, me not call your name, my brother.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Look at my head. Look at my head. We're about to. Ask her doing it.
That's what I'm saying, but no, but see, you get the right. You get me? If you're bald, you get the right to say it. People who've got hair, don't be coming here just throwing around it. You know what I'm saying? You lot don't know what it feels like to watch your follicles disappear. No one knows.
Nah, listen, Endz today. Enough respect for bringing on the show.
Big up, man.
Yeah. Kwasi,
Rodz's link is in the description.
Big up, Uncle Rodz.
Big up, Jamie. Big up yourself. Mikey, big up yourself. Gigi, well, you don't know the thing. Mikey, I'll get at you on TikTok.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we talk. And Drifty, you know as always, man. Come on now. You know as always.
Big up yourself, G.
You know what I mean? Brother for life. You see me as a dog.
Yeah,
all right. I'm going to cut my show.
Big up, Rodz.
I'll see you guys there. Take care.
All right.
Love and respect, yeah? Love and respect.
You know the one thing I do want to say though, yeah, and don't get me wrong, I don't want this man here at the club. I don't want him here. He lost the plot, right? But what we can't do is be completely disingenuous and just forget about the fact that it was still massively difficult to take over from Klopp, and he did that.
Mm-hmm.
We all sat there and thought, this is a difficult job. No, Mike, we can't have hindsight on the situation now because he did well. Enough man would have come in and crumbled under what.
But Drifty,
nah, they would have, man.
The problem.
We saw it happen. Saw it happen at Arsenal. It is very difficult to take over from a legendary figure, and he did it seamlessly. We still have to give him credit now, whether he's dead now or not. We still have to give it. I'm not going to take away credit for something someone's done because I'm annoyed with them now.
I'm not saying that we should take away credit from Slot. I'm just saying that we should put an overabundance of credit on Mo. You can give as much credit as you want to Slot, but I'm taking Mo's credit and I'm multiplying it by 1 billion. Like, to me, what Mo did last season with 48 GA, and honestly, if I went back and I did the math and I looked at how many game-winning goals did he have, I guarantee you, probably at least 15 points worth. So like 15, like the deciding factor in that season was 48 GA. Like, and you can see the difference in the way he played last year to this year with just heat maps. Like, that's all you need. All you need to know is what spaces on the pitch was he occupying, and then now you know why we had such a sharp drop off.
Mike, I agree with what Drifty was saying. We have, let's be honest, the manager his ego got in the way, and that's why, just like you said, in January of 2025, things start falling apart. We're giving a lot of respect to Mo, which as we should, but if I were to be a devil's advocate and ask you, take the goals and all that and keep performance, what's the difference between last year and this year? Goals and assists. Because remember, the manager was playing him the same way till January until they both fell out.
Wait, are you talking about? Wait.
But we all know that Trent was a cheat code.
True.
Like, so that solves a major problem that we have been encountering this year.
But you see, Gigi, that's the part where a lot of times people forget that as much as we should give respect to Mo, we tend to forget that there was other parts that made it happen.
Yeah, Trent was one
Just
of
to
them.
hold-
Ravenberch was
just-
amazing. Yeah, there
just
was
back
a
up
lot.
2
Szoboszlai
seconds.
did a lot of dog work last season. It's true.
And then people
Are
wanted
you-
Szoboszlai out, forgetting that he was basically doing exactly what Henderson was doing.
Yeah.
Wait, Kwasi, are you saying that the first half of this season, before Mo Salah's fallout, before AFCON, that he was playing the same way that he was?
He
Playing
was giving the same, because that's why earlier I asked about. I was saying about the manager. His ego thought that he could just replace what he lost, and don't have to do anything. Because last year, if you look at the way we played, we created a lot of chances, and people were crashing on Nunes because he kept missing them. Mo was giving them all those assists. Mo could have gotten almost 60 goals. 60 assists if Nunes had scored most of those goals. Or even
don't
Diaz.
throw
I
Nunes
don't-
under the bus, man.
Right?
I don't
Nunes did
I
it.
don't
This year-
agree with that sentiment.
Didn't
I-
even
I-
play,
I don't-
bro.
I don't think Nunes played much last season.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Jay.
yeah.
Thank you.
I also, but hold on, Kwasi. I don't
Kwasi and his
agree.
agendas, bro.
He wasn't playing in the same. Before the crash out to AFCON, again, I think a great example is Sunderland at home this season. Mohamed Salah was in no way, shape, or form playing the same way between this and last year, and it has nothing to do with Trent, because the way that we play our right winger and the way that we play our left winger is identical. And you saw that against Frankfurt, because he took Wirtz and he put Wirtz in the Mo Salah role, and Wirtz literally conceded a goal against us right before Ekitike scored that goal. Because our objectives on the wing this season is isolate the winger into a 2v1 and pass it back to the fullback. That's all Mo did all year. So there was a stark difference. He did miss chances, and he was not clinical this season, and he was terrible in front of goal, but he got maybe 15% of the chances that he got last year. And he was playing in a 2000% different way, because he was time and time again asked to beat a 2v1 with no support. And his support was Ekitike sitting in the middle of the box, 60 yards away, just standing
But
around.
also,
His support
as much
was
as
a
I agree,
fullback.
as much as I agree with the facts that you put out, Mo Salah was also losing a lot of the ball where we were getting hit with the counterattacks. He could not.
Yeah, we
beat his
don't win
man.
the second ball back. That's the issue. We don't
And
win the second
exactly.
ball.
Thank you.
Yes.
We were not winning a lot of our second ball, which was also part of the problem.
And that-
all it took is one pass through the middle, and then we were done.
And
He
that-
was
that's
not-
a structural issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
He was not outrunning his more. A few years back, you needed 2-3 guys to be on Mo's side. Right now, a young kid can play Mo one-on-one. That was also a problem.
In
Can
sustained
I ask you guys a
possession, yes.
question?
Counterattack.
Can I ask you guys
Go
a
on, go on.
question, though?
Yeah.
I'll start with Micky. When did you guys start to say slot out? I'm just very intrigued with this question. When did you guys go slot out?
I think it
Ed,
started-
you are the devil, I swear. You know what
At
you're doing.
November
I
time.
know.
I know.
Don't fall for his
November
trick,
time, bro.
Mickey. Don't fall for his trick. I'm just going to tell you.
I can give you an exact date. I'll just go back to my streams.
Go on, Micky. What was your answer, Micky?
No, around November time. Still, I think it was. I can't remember exactly, but it was around November time. I remember when we got beat by Man United as well. That was like the final nil. We got hammered by Man United. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
After PSV, I said he gotta go. He can't be here.
October. Oh my bad. Go on, Kwasi.
Before we went to the international break, I think we had lost two
Which one?
matches on the bounce. The first one before Manchester United. I said, if we come back and we drop any draw or lose, I want him out. You see the Undertaker behind me, Endz? You know, it used to be the barbershop, right? I've been on the dark side of the force ever since.
That's right. I remember that, Kwasi. I remember the barbershop.
Yeah.
I turned on October 6th, 2025. I had a 2-hour stream where I said Arne Slot is the problem and the solution. And that was when I took, because it was after Crystal Palace, and then there was the 2-week break to Man United. And then I did the math, and I said Arne Slot got paid £300,000 because that's what his salary is for 2 weeks to make no changes in the football. And then we lost to Man United, and that was October 16th. So my first statement was October 6th, 2025.
Wow. What about you, Drift and Jay?
Around October time.
I'll be completely honest with you. There's no shame in my game. I gave him right up until probably about halfway through December, coming up towards the end of the year, because I felt like he earned that just by being a Premier League winner, and I didn't want to just do the whole. And again, everyone's got their own opinion. Everyone's allowed their own opinion, but I still think there's a lot of unfair revisionism on how we played at the back end of last season. Were we amazing? No. I think a lot of that was because we didn't need to. I don't necessarily think it was all of a sudden the tactics were just crap and we played crap football. I still remember Liverpool playing well in the last 3 or 4 months of the season. I'm not going to be gaslit into believing I'll watch crap football for the whole of the year. No, because then I would have been annoyed for the whole of the year. I would have felt like this season was going to be a bum. Why did everyone think we could win the league if everybody... Like, there's a lot of revisionism. I don't want to call out names and start doing that. You know what I mean? Why did everybody feel we were going to have a good season if we were so shit from January onwards? Like, I'm not doing that. So I thought he could change it. I thought he could turn it around. Clearly, his ego's got the better of him. Clearly, you don't have the personnel anymore. Whatever. We underplayed Trent leaving massively as well. Because he's a rat. We underplayed him leaving. He was a massive key to us being able to play the way we play. And him going is huge. So, yeah, about middle of December, something like that. That's when I was like, yeah, like, he's got to go now. You know what I mean?
All right. So this is my thing on coaching again. I'm really strong on this coaching stuff. I think we can all agree that the Rat last year was fantastic, yeah? Right, we're not going to disagree with that. Yeah, the Rat was a great fullback. He was a great player for us, yeah? When you know he's leaving, and Slot would have known he's leaving for quite some time, there should have been a coaching aspect in his brain how to get the best out of Liverpool without the Rat. There should have been.
I guess is what the
wait. You call him Trent Rat?
Yeah, I don't call him by his first name or his last name.
I was trying to figure out what was going on.
There should be some kind of coaching awareness. Why is Liverpool the only club in the world that needs a Steven Gerrard-like right back in their side to actually play football? We talk about it still today. Just get me a defender at right back. Just get me a defender, right? I remember when we had the Brexit midfield, yeah, everyone hated it because they wanted more creativity. We get more creativity in midfield. Everyone hates it now, wants the Brexit midfield again. It's just find a style of play that works. Just find a style of play that works. And when you've got that style of play, stay with it. Right? Stay with it. And it's style of play is so old school now. Football's moved on. Right, because the Europeans used to keep ball. If you watch the Champions League this season, yeah, the big European clubs, they don't keep ball. They get it to the attack as quick as they can. They move it forward as quick as they can. PSG have got a mighty quality midfield. Tacticians all over the pitch. They get the ball out. They don't keep it. I watched their midfielders press and harass opposition teams for 90 minutes, yeah? So, and you know, they act like animals, but they're also technicians. But they don't hang on to the ball. They don't pass. They just move it quick. Bayern Munich, move it quick. A lot of these European sides move it quick. Liverpool like to keep it. It's such an old school way of playing. And it's not what Liverpool fans want to see either. It's not what I want to see. I want to see us move it. I want to see move. I like a bit of erratic football, I will admit. I do like that, right? I think you can have erratic football in a well-coached way that's still very good football on the ball as well, if that makes sense. Yeah?
Of course you can.
And if you look at Luis Enrique is a bit of a mix between Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola in the way his team plays. They can be really erratic and in your face, you know, smashing you, and then as soon as they get the forward line, their forward line just go. And that's the football I like. I like that. I like a little bit of risk in my play. Yeah, I want to score 3 or 4 goals a game. If I concede one, I'm all right with that. So I'm going to score 3 or 4 in a game. Slot, by the look of it to me, wants to get a 2-0 and control a 2-0. And try and keep it a 2-0 scoreline. Keep your team out. Pass, play. In the Premier League right now, that don't work because we're looking at Bournemouths and Brightons. They like to attack. Bournemouth and Brighton play more risky attacking football than we do. They open themselves up a little bit. They go for it. They take chances. They take risk. Slot's Liverpool are risk avert. You know, the risk avert, and that's the issue with Liverpool.
But Jay, it's also the league we play in. I think people keep forgetting, and maybe this might sound like a crazy statement to say out loud, but teams like PSG and Bayern Munich, who've got beautiful football and pass or whatever, they wouldn't do that week in, week out in the Premier League. They wouldn't be able to. PSG nearly got knocked out to Aston Villa because Aston Villa stuck it on them physically. They got beaten in that Club World Cup final by Chelsea because Chelsea stuck it on them physically. They can't actually handle being physically roughed up. But because they don't deal with it very often, it looks beautiful. And they are a beautiful team to watch playing football. But if they're in the Premier League and they were going up against teams roughing them up every week, they'd have to change the way they play. They wouldn't just be able to do what they do now in Europe and in their independent leagues. They wouldn't get away with it. So Slot on the continent will probably look good. I keep telling you, lot, when Slot leaves Liverpool, if he gets another good job, he will look good. Because in Holland, in Spain, in Germany, his football will work. I'm telling you, it will work. But in the Premier League, that shit ain't flying. It is not working. And that is why, if you watch it, you need robust. We took all the pace out of our team. That's another issue with what we did with our signings. We took all the pace out of our team. Why did we take all the pace out of our team? Like from an attacking point of view, everybody in our team is like okay for pace. Ekitike is the quickest, and I don't even think he's rapid. He's quick, but he's not rapid. We need pace back in our attack. The Premier League is about pace and power on top of skill and tactics, and we ain't got no pace and power in our team. So until we get that back.
I think PSG would do a lot better in the Premier League than a lot of people think. And also, if you look at the margins, like, listen, I know that we just got, B to A at Aston Villa, but before that game, which let's all be like very real, this is pretty meaningless. Like, Bournemouth have to beat Man City and then win their next game in order to take us over. Brentford would have to win out. Brighton would have to win out, right? So there's a lot of mitigating circumstances. But if we go back and we look at where we really failed this season, like, against newly promoted sides, picking up 3 points at home out of 9. That's 6 points right there. Leads away. That shouldn't have been a draw. That should have been a win. These games, fine margins. We're talking like one goal. Most of them are draws that should have been wins. Some of them are losses that should have been draws. Fine margins. Obviously, at the back end of the season, way more losses, right? But, of course, the stakes get lower and lower, and I expect the motivation to be lower and lower. I just think that PSG, well-oiled machine, 3 unbelievably technical midfielders. If you had that, if we had PSG's midfield, pace and power wouldn't be a thing because we would just be bopping it around them. And if you watch PSG play and you watch them press, it's everyone. Like, they are so fast. They are so aggressive. They hound the ball. That would work. It's like they would literally be Jurgen Klopp's football in the Premier League. They would just be counterattack blitzes. We're just going to get 15 chances against you a game. Sure, you might bully us for a period here and there, but we're going to gut you. And I think you're going to see that against Arsenal because Arsenal are going to sit there. They're going to try to play defensive. And if they go 1-0 down, it's going to be Arne Slot settings. They're going to have to open up and they're going to get absolutely torn apart. So I think it has way more to do with like the fact that teams are not profiling the right midfielders. And if you look at this league and you look at the best teams, even Man City, like, dude, Reinders, complete flop. Cherky, their best player, hasn't been consistently given time in the team this season. Rodri still doesn't really seem like he's as fit as he used to be. There's been so many different mixes and matches in that midfield. I just think that, like, I think we overrate the physicality of the Premier League, and we don't really look at the profile of midfielders that teams have. And if we saw a team in this league that had 3 technical midfielders like that, we would see a rapid change in the style of play because they would be bossing everybody. They might lose a game here and there, they might lose to a long ball here and there, but over the vast majority of the season, it's going to change the whole dynamic.
But the bottom line is, if Slot said tomorrow, I want to completely change the style of play. I want to play really exciting, attacking. At this point, where we are right now,
it's too late.
The players aren't going to get on board with it's
the
too
players
late.
Don't, yeah,
the players aren't going to get on
that.
board with him. Like it's too late for where we are in the cycle with him to go through any kind of metamorphosis. It's got to be someone new. Like it's got to be someone new. Like there's no way to put the genie back in the bottle. Like it's already done. And either it'll be done now and they'll figure out someone else for the summer, or we're going to be in a Ten Hag situation where they're going to give him till November and it'll fail in November. It's just it's not going to succeed at this point.
The thing is, a lot of people don't understand as well is that anyone that's ever had any kind of leadership role, even if you've had it in work, like you have to be a certain type of character to implement your style to a group of men, like a group of egotistical professional footballers. And like this is something I speak about all the time, like the characteristics of managers or so-called head coaches these days. Like Liam Rosenior, look how soft he is. Can you ever imagine him giving the Alex Ferguson hairdryer treatment? Klopp had that just about enough, and he had a remarkable way of doing it. Like his hairdryer treatment was a lot different to Ferguson's, but he still knew how to do it and how to manage. Arne Slot hasn't got that about him as a man to be able to grab a group of players and say, "Listen, shut the fuck up. Listen, you need to do what you need to do as you're told right now." He can't. Do you know what I mean? Galvanize a group and make them listen to him like that. He just doesn't have those characteristics as a man. And I think who we bring in next, it's important that we have that kind of leadership role. And this is why I was screaming for Gerrard as interim. We've seen what Carrick has done at Man United as interim, right? And he's not a great manager, got fired from Middlesbrough. But because of his connection to the club, his know-how of being a midfielder and working under coaches himself, he was able to freshen things up and implement a style that improved them dramatically this season. Gerrard is exactly what we need right now. The players need to be a kick up the arse. They need to be ran like greyhounds on the training pitch, got into top fitness states, and go out there and really rep for the badge. No one's really playing for this manager. No one's playing for the badge. And that's one thing we always had. We've had bad managers. We've had bad spells before, but players always played for the badge. These players don't look like they're playing for the badge.
And that's the power.
You know what's worse about that as well, yeah? And this is why, and even though Slot's a problem, the players have been an issue. I'm not doing any more talking about them. Look, it's about the hierarchy. Because not only are the hierarchy making a lot of mistakes, they're also allowing Slot to dictate who leaves. And the players that are leaving, all the players Slot knows will give him backlip, or the players who will go against him. If we lose the only Scouser left in the team, that's an issue. I'm sorry. I'm not just saying it because he's Scouse, but it matters. When a club has a philosophy and a family feel and a way of being, there are people in that club that need to understand that. And even if it isn't someone who's literally a Scouse, honorary Scousers like Robbo, like Mo, like Virgil. But most of these lot are getting kicked out and are leaving. Ali, all these players are leaving. We're going to be left with people who don't know what it feels like to actually represent the club for what it stands for. We're going to play Merseyside derbies, and they're not even going to get the hype. They're not even actually going to get like the real need to win the game. They go, "Oh, it's just Everton. Why do you not care?" But do you not know that's the club across the road? That, you know what I mean? Like they don't get the ethos of it all. We're losing all of that. So if Slot hangs around, it ain't even just about his crap tactics and all that shit. We got to think about the fact that players are leaving that are players who get what it means to be here. And we're just going to be bringing a whole load of men who don't know what it feels like or what it means to play for Liverpool. That's a massive issue. So until the owners get rid of Slot and stop listening to him on who should stay and go for this summer, and they realize they need to bring in another man who knows what he's doing, what's the point in us shouting at Slot and going on about what player didn't play well? And we're fucked with this ownership. I don't know what they're playing at, but like, real talk, they're the ones who are keeping Slot in the job. If you're a teacher, how many times do you keep punishing the kid before you go, "Now I need to sit down with the parents. This is a joke now. Like, I can't keep giving this kid detention. I need to figure out why he's a little shit. I need to figure out what is going on at home. Why is he late every morning?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, the parents are the reason the kid's acting up 90% of the time. So when are we going to stop having to go a Slot and the players and be like, this hierarchy and everything about it, it's their fault now. Why is he still here? Why are we talking about recruiting for him? Why are we talking about our director of football might be going Saudi? What is all of this? If he wants to go Saudi, is he going to concentrate on Liverpool? Do you really think Hughes cares? If he's going Saudi, do you think he gives a shit what happens to Liverpool? No, he didn't even give a shit what happened to his best friend. Why is he going to give a shit what happens to Liverpool? So we're fucked. We're actually fucked.
Welcome to the stream, Cal, by the way.
What's up,
Big up to Cal, man.
Hey,
I have a
Cal,
question.
talk to me about your manager, man. He's on. Here we go.
I don't know who that guy is.
You don't know him now. He's not your brethren now.
I don't know who he is, bro.
But guys, I want to be the devil's advocate in this, right? The four
Being the
players
devil advocate, man, angel, bro. We ain't trying to summon anyone.
There is no middleman.
The 4 players or 5 players that Drifty mentioned, I'm in a strong belief that the ownership group are disappointed at them. Let's be honest, Liverpool, in terms of the players, there's no leadership group anymore. The Milner, the Henderson. Robo was the last of them. I'm sorry.
Now,
What's the
Virgil
name?
Mo were in there, Kwasi. Virgil Mo were
No,
definitely.
they are.
And Ali.
And Ali.
But they,
But
Yeah, definitely.
But then I've seen more Virgil at the coffee shop at Starbucks more than them doing any training.
Oh, fucking coffee shop.
That has to do
You
more
see
with
what
the
I
coach.
mean?
Now, Mo's the biggest.
That's the
culprit.
coach and the culture. That's the coach and the culture.
That culture was not Jurgen Klopp's
Cal Kurtz
culture.
lives, you know.
Alexis McAllister was in Rome 2 days before Man United.
You see
Alexis
what I mean?
McAllister was on vacation in Rome.
It's
2 days before
like,
that game.
bro,
Get me
Michael,
started
thank you for bringing that, because that is one of my rift.
Crazy.
If yes, they gave us a break. Endz comes in and say, guys, I'm giving you guys a break. Da, 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 da. Me as a player who sees that I haven't played well, I'll be like, thank you for the break. But guess what? I'm just gonna go to the gym, or I'm gonna go to the training ground. Nothing physical, shoot around, pass around. That's it. These players went on a vacation before a match against Manchester United.
Kwasi, can I ask as well? You know, with these breaks, did Salah go on these breaks as well? Was he in the gym all the time?
He didn't go to the. I mean, he took a
Have you
picture of
seen
the
his
gym.
abs? Have you seen his abs?
No, he was
bro.
not
Feels
in the
like there's
gym.
some holidays in there as well, bro. I
He's
don't
never
know.
taken a break in his life.
Ed, thank you for saying that, because you know what?
No, he
If I'm Mo Salah, guess what? I'm calling Rio. Let's go to the gym and let me work you out. I can't run right now because I'm injured.
Yeah, that's a
Bro, have you seen how many
that's
brands?
a yellow card then.
Oh, yellow card. I'm running. Run. I apologize.
You can't work him out.
You can't.
No, shoot around. Okay. I should have
Kwasi.
said the word shoot
If you
around.
say stretch him out next, that's a red.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's not minor, bro. That's not.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like that quality thing, right? Of where I think it was Mo who even said some years back, where he said, "I went to the training ground. I thought I was the first person there, and Mane, Bobby, Milner, Henderson were already there." We don't have those characters anymore, and I'm sorry.
It was concerning when Virgil gave a quote maybe like a month back, and he was like, "Yeah, it's surprising to me that like I'm on the training pitch and like I see so few people on the training pitch."
That was
like,
crazy.
What? What do you mean? You see a few? Like, what do you mean?
Gigi, that's my frustration. Virgil, you are the captain. You are the captain.
know,
You have
but
gone
because
through
he
all of
can't-
They
it.
go home as soon as that bell
can't-
rings.
There's only so much
Yeah.
you can do if the manager's on a
Yeah.
man team. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
the manager is useless. We all know that. But
No,
like
but
you said, for
because
the bench,
he can't tell the other grown men that you can't go anywhere. You got to stay. If the manager,
No,
coaching
you
staff have
can.
gone,
You
can go.
can.
home.
Milner
You can't.
Milner used to be responsible for collecting people's money. Like James Milner used to go around people, and when
Collecting
you were
money,
late
tax
or when
and
you
everything.
got fined, he would be like, "Come up off that bread."
you know, I'm in the belief that managers usually get players out of the jam, but sometimes the players collectively could get the manager out of a jam.
Only if they
example.
like the manager.
Perfect example, Liverpool versus Barcelona. Jurgen Klopp's speech was, "Because of you guys, I know you can pull this off." And they did. Mo didn't play, Bobby didn't play. But guess what? Those guys killed themselves for the badge that
You know Slot's quote. You know
There was
Slot's
great
quote
tactics
is
as well, though, Kwasi, that we had a good game plan. Like we've
Who at
seen
Villa
it
ain't
many
bad.
times in the Manu last
Yeah,
You
yeah,
at
yeah.
Villa ain't bad.
We had a game plan as well. Do you get what
No,
I'm saying?
true. I'm not saying that, but the players, I mean, that game,
Bad.
that match, Drifty. I remember, trust me, I'm a
It's
big
the one,
fan
it's the
of.
one in a lifetime
Yeah,
match.
but Kwasi, was it the players? Was it the players, or was it the fact that they had a father figure that they would die for,
And that's-
which then motivated? So, like, you can't. The problem is that you can't have this unless it's both ways. Like I
Right,
understand
but
what
that's
you're
what I'm saying.
But
Mike,
but
that's why I
needs
said
to be both.
sometimes
maybe a yellow as well, but we'll let that one.
Needs to
Yeah,
be both.
pull
It
this
needs to
off.
be
It's
both.
crazy.
Mike, that's what I'm saying. That's why
Yeah,
sometimes
no,
This is only happened since
players,
Cal came in,
the
by the way.
players can get
I
the
know.
sometimes the players can get the manager out, right? They
I
will.
hear, Kwasi, I hear it, man.
That's
I
what
hear
I'm
it.
saying. Sometimes the players can get the manager
It's a
out.
two-way street.
I hear it.
You can't win without good players, and good players can't win without a good coach. Like
Good
it's a
man,
two-way
yeah.
street. 100%.
Yeah, but Drift, you know
Can-
that match, Barcelona match.
Kwasi,
your
one
boy-
second here. Can Cal has to go soon, but
Oh,
I need Cal to talk to me. With Cal, so we obviously wanted to buy a few extra centre backs this season because we had an idea, right? Back three. Drifty don't like it, I hear it, but we won't. Maybe some of you guys
I
don't.
won't say what Drifty said to me off stream about the back three suggestion, but it's not you.
Yeah. Okay, fairs. But we're now not going to get the manager that could potentially play that because he's going to Chelsea on a 4-year deal.
Thank God.
Where's your head at with that one?
Oh, he's
Cal,
getting
bro?
paid. He's going to be sacked within 6 months. He got a 4-year deal. Hey, big up to Alonso.
I strongly don't believe he's going to be set. I think he's going to go there and do extremely well.
They've changed. Apparently,
Yeah.
they're going to change the way they run that club for Alonso. That's why he's signed.
Jay, they've said that bare times. I believe.
I'm
it
a
when I
Chelsea
see it.
fan now. I'm rooting for him.
I don't
No,
like
on the real, I want to hear what Cal has to say because we obviously wanted a manager that done a certain system that we believe suited the players. But
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, man. I always said Enrico was my first choice, but I knew that was a bit of a pipe dream.
You and I both.
I thought Alonso was the most achievable option, especially when he left Real Madrid. And I think the writing was on the wall pretty quickly when we didn't make a move for him, even though Slot was doing the madness. And I think me trying to cope was at first was, oh, well, we'll give him a few more months, see if you can turn it around. Alonso might have a clause in his contract like gardening leave or something. There might be something going on behind the scenes. And clearly not. Clearly, like, they just don't believe Alonso is the right person, or they believe Slot's here long term. I think the truth maybe lies a little bit in the middle. And if I'm going to be honest, a lot of the fan base want us to go back to playing high intensity attacking football. Even though I don't think Alonso plays a bad style of football, Alonso doesn't play that style of football either. So we as a fan base kind of have to decide what we want as well. I wanted Alonso because I didn't need to see high intensity attacking football every week. I just needed to see us play intelligent attacking football, good defensively structured, and then winning games. And I think we did that in the first half of Slot's tenure last season. I think it's very evident that when we started to try and play a different style of play under Slot last season, we were able to get over the line because teams were so far away from us from the early section of the season and just couldn't claw it back. I think the writing was on the wall from the first game of the season, the second, the third, the fourth, fifth, and the sixth game. But again, I'll hold my hands up. I kind of neglected it because I thought there's no way we're going to continue playing like this. We're betting in the new players. Slot's going to get it right because he got it right at the beginning of last season. Lo and behold, stubbornness, arrogance. I will say he's been very unlucky with injuries this season, but he's also not helped himself in the way he's played. And the reason why I have very little sympathy for Arne Slot is because you might have a style of play in mind that you want to do. I may wake up tomorrow and say, look, I want to go for a run. But if I hurt my ankle, I can't go for a run. But I can still go to the gym and maybe do some rowing. I can go to the gym and do some strength work. Just because you haven't got the ingredients that you want doesn't mean you still can't cook a meal. And that's been my frustration with Slot. He is so arrogant and stuck in his ways that no matter what, he wants to play a style of play and force a style of play on players that don't suit the style of play that he has in his imagination. In terms of Alonso, I can't hate on it. If I'm sitting there and I'm Xabi Alonso and I'm watching the worst manager pound for pound in Liverpool's recent history do what he's doing, and the hierarchy is still not saying we want Xabi Alonso, then what am I sitting around waiting for? Why shouldn't I take another job? Why shouldn't I take another chance at redeeming myself in management? I think he's doing the absolute right thing. Is it annoying that he's going to Chelsea? Yes, because I think he could turn them around. But we have no one else to blame but ourselves. Again, I can see why people think Slot might get sacked. I just think I've lost faith in the fact that we are going to sack him, because I feel like if we are going to get someone else, it's going to be Julian Nagelsmann, and we're not going to get Nagelsmann until late in the year because he's going to finish the World Cup. He's going to want to have a little break, and then he might then go from there. But ultimately, we shot ourselves in the foot numerous times when we went on the bad runs of form this season and stuff. I think you could have gone with an interim option there and then use the rest of the season to gauge where the players are at and find a manager that would come in and suit the style of the players. But ultimately, everything's just a shambles at the moment, and it's a real shame because I know everyone will sit there and crash on Hughes and Edwards about the recruitment and stuff like that. And look, I'm not even here to have the argument. My thing is this, with all due respect to everyone on the panel, Gigi, Micky, I don't think we streamed together, so big you guys up. I streamed with everyone else, and we all said we're going to win the league this season because of the recruitment we did. So I can't then turn around and say the recruitment was crap because, in my opinion, even with the injuries, even with the players we brought in, we had enough that if he figured out a style of play, we would have been able to at least challenge for the league this season, and we're now challenging for 5th spot. Not to mention, we sit there and we say we need this person, we need that person, which is all fair and good. But we also have sat here and said that we don't believe Arsenal have the best goalkeeper in the league. We don't believe they have the best midfield in the league. We don't believe they have the best attack in the league, but they're top of the leegue. We sat there at the beginning of the season. I know Gahey and Semenyo have come into Man City and helped sort of rejuvenate their team. Do you want to drink it?
No. What was the name? Sorry,
did Semenyo get the winning goal today in the FA Cup?
He did. Oh, Jamie, I forgot Jamie was here as well. Cool. But so they've obviously been rejuvenated in January. But again, Man City have been ahead of us for pretty much most of the season. Aston Villa haven't got a better squad on paper than what we have, but they've been ahead of us for most of the season. If anyone can sit here and tell me that Man United have got a better squad than us, then I think you're drinking fermented alcohol that you shouldn't be drinking. These teams are all ahead of us, have beaten us by horrible scorelines in some cases.
Yeah.
And we're sitting below these teams, a couple of points above Bournemouth, who lost their left back to us, their 2 centre backs, and their best player throughout the season. I can't sit here and crash on Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. I can crash on them for January, but at the same time, if I'm them in January, I'm thinking, why am I buying players for this guy when he ain't shown what he can do with the players we've already bought him? So I can't crash
get rid of him then, Cal. They're the ones who are allowed to get rid of him, bro.
That's where I was getting to, Drift. They should have got rid of him. I said this. That's why they're bringing it into him. But I can't crash on them for the summer we had last summer. I can't do that. We all sat here and said we're going to win the league based on the players we got. I can't sit here and say that Isak's crap all of a sudden when I saw Eddie Howe get the best out of him. I've got a manager in my team who said we need a Jacob Murphy to get the best out of Isak. But if that's not alarm bell, I don't know what is.
Who plays on the same side as Mo Salah, by the way.
That's like me saying. That's like me saying I can only have a hot meal if I've got Gordon Ramsay on speed dial. No, bro, get a cookbook, sit down, and find a recipe.
I'm not gonna lie. If you go and watch Isak's highlights from Newcastle, I think Jacob Murphy actually was responsible for like half his goals.
I think well, it's all about coaching.
Because you're frustrated with him, Drift, which is fair enough. But if you actually go back and watch what Isak was doing at Newcastle,
that's
how
crazy.
involved he was in the game.
No, it's his injuries, Cal. It's not him as a footballer. He's a baller. It's his injuries.
He had injuries at Newcastle, came back from those injuries and cooked again. Because why? Because Eddie Howe had a system and a team where you'd get the best out of Isak. We've got Wirtz in our team. Not one person, when we signed Wirtz, sat there and went, I can't believe we're signing my man. We all went crazy and said we're signing Florian Wirtz, but yet now we're sitting there going, he's not the guy for the Premier. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Can we stop saying we, Cal? Can we stop saying we, bro? Right. And just
some of the fan base are saying he's not the guy. Again, Fring Pong, I'll hold my hands up. I did say from the beginning I weren't really feeling the Fring Pong signing. Again, I don't buy the narrative that we only bought him because we're trying to make Wirtz happy or this or because he was cheap. I think the club looked at it and going, oh, he's an attacking fullback. We want to play with attacking fullbacks. We'll get him. The fact that we got him and Kirkes shows to me that there was a clear sign that we wanted to play with attacking fullbacks. I just didn't expect my manager to say to Kirkes, you know what? I want you to be left-sided De Bruyne. I want your winger to stay touch tight to the byline, and I want you to invert. Yesterday against Aston Villa, there was a period in the game where Kirkes was standing next to Gakpo in the box. Make that, and Rio was on the touchline. My winger's on the touchline, but my marauding left back with limited technique, no disrespect, my marauding left back with limited technique is standing next to Cody Gakpo. This ain't Ait Nori. This ain't Philip Lahm back in the day. This is Kirkes. We know what Kirkes is. quick little 1-2 round the corner, get to the byline, cut it back or cross the ball.
Yeah.
It's very simple. If I can say this, but the manager who's getting paid hundreds of grands a week refuses to do this, what's the point?
Coaching, man.
Yeah,
What's the point?
But we still got to question the owners now because they
I've got 90 minutes left to get through this season. On Sunday, I'm going to take the strongest hay fever tablet I got. I'm going to buy the most concentrated apple juice, and I'm going to sit there and get through that game, and then I'm going to take a break from watching or hearing about Liverpool. I'm just counting down the minutes now. I've done my jail time. The parole officer says I'm getting out at the end of the week. I'm just going to be a good boy, not getting any scraps, any problems. And then
7 more days.
You better make sure someone don't drag you into a fight to prolong that sentence.
Slot's trying to do that every day, bro. Trying to do that every day.
Oh, man.
Do you reckon some of Mo Salah's statement today was when he saw a picture of Dominic Szoboszlai eating a McDonald's on a private jet? Do you reckon that's what pissed him off? That what put him over the edge?
No, that was a sponsor. That happens.
Yeah,
that
it was a sponsor
scheduled
post and they
long
tagged him in
before
it.
they switched the game.
Liverpool is sponsored by McDonald's, isn't it?
It was just not a good look.
Why is someone like eating McDonald's? What the hell?
I've got a little theory on this whole thing.
Don't be talking shit about McDonald's.
He's a professional athlete, Mike. He can't be.
Oh,
eating
yeah,
that
it's
stuff, man.
2026, bro. This guy, his body is an engine. It breaks it
No,
off in
that's
one
the
training
point,
session.
bro. You could eat McDonald's
It's all
in
good.
2000, but not no more, bro.
I have a little theory. I reckon these players are definitely going abroad, but I don't think they're leaving it as late in the week. So I think they come back a lot earlier than what they post. I just don't think they post up when they're actually abroad.
I don't know, Cal. I don't know. Absolute half empty most of the time.
Man. They don't want people burgling their house. And all
I was
that
gonna
kind
say people don't like if you. All right, imagine McAllister puts on. I'm in Rome today. You know how many people are thinking to themselves, "Oh, empty McAllister house. Yeah, we'll try."
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Even that, but again, I still don't know why you're having to go on holiday during the week when you're playing once a week. I don't understand that. I don't get that.
Do you know what I thought they was gonna do, Cal? They were gonna train all week and prep for the team that they have ahead. I didn't think that they were gonna have this many days off.
Cal, they play once a week. Why are you taking a vacation?
This is what I'm saying, Kwasi. And again, once again, we're playing once a week because this manager seems to
Hold on. This just went over my head. Our players are currently, after being beaten by Aston Villa, on
vacation.
Break.
No, I don't think this.
Not this one.
They've gone.
Endz. I was about to lose it.
They've gone centre parks.
Yeah,
Jamie, don't do that.
Begging for forgiveness.
No, but today in theory should be a rest day or a light loaded day in terms of gym work.
Light loaded day, Cal.
Light loaded is not a yellow card at all. Come on, man.
I know, man. These guys are giving yellow card for everything.
I won the ball, ref.
For everything, man.
If we're going to be honest, like after every single game this season, these players should have been ran until they all threw up, and the players should not be allowed to leave the ground until every single one of them has puked, and that should have continued every single game, week in, week. Like my biggest problem with Arne Slot is that I want a dictator. Like I want a menace. I want the most toxic personality that you have ever seen in your entire life, because those are the kind. Those are the leaders who win. Pep Guardiola is not a nice guy. Have you ever seen the actual inside footage? He's a fucking
psychopath.
Asshole. He's a psycho. And guess what? Psychos win. Psychos win. I'm sorry, but if you go to the top,
man.
If you go to the top, if you go to the, I'm telling you, go to the top of every industry in the world, from acting to
they all have the same
finance. They all have
thing.
that one little thing. They have a little dictator in the back of their head that's just telling them to march. I don't care how tired you are. I don't care about your excuses. You march over the finish line. And this is like, that is the biggest, my biggest issue with Arne Slot is that he is not a dictator. He is not the man that I want to carry me out of the trench.
Mike,
you know, he is not the sergeant that I would follow into battle.
Do you know who he reminds me of? Because I'm old enough, yeah.
Klopp is 100% a dictator. He's just a nice
Arne Slot reminds me of Roy Evans. He reminds me of Roy Evans a lot. Roy Evans was a really nice guy, yeah. He was a really nice guy. You ever see Robbie Fowler talking about him, yeah? He's a proper nice guy. Wouldn't shout at them or anything like that. He let them go back to drinking again on weekends after games. You know, that boys' culture. He let him go and get pissed up again because he was a nice guy. He wanted that boy culture, that culture again. So he let him go and get pissed up and stuff like that. That's why they're all, and then obviously it's why they're all called the Spice Boys and all that, and because of the agents they had and things like that.
Spice Boys is crazy.
You know what I mean?
You know, Mike.
They're allowed to do it under Roy Evans because he was that kind of manager who's trying to be nice and play to them and let them have holidays and all that.
No, but you got to remember that, Jamie.
You need a prick.
Souness came in on a dictator thing and nobody liked it. So like you have to have a balance. You have to have a balance in the situation.
I just want to make one clarification because someone
Okay.
again. I think. Listen, Jurgen, don't take me
Thanks for
saying that
joining,
you need a
Gigi.
dictator. I'm not saying
Thank you.
for a big up. I'm not saying that as a dictator you have to be a dick. Like I'm not saying that you have to be a total asshole. What I'm saying is that there needs to be a toxic vision. Like you are obsessed. It is this. It is end. I guarantee you right now. Jurgen Klopp, is he a great man manager? Absolutely. Is he a great motivator? 100%. If you fucked up, I guarantee you that in that locker room he is chewing you out. He is chewing you out. He is making sure that everything is in line. Listen. I don't go by this whole pause thing. I don't go by this whole pause thing.
Every day of the week,
Listen,
man.
Listen, you have to be saying pause.
Do you know the fact I haven't got a yellow card today and Mike has is crazy.
I'm just hey, I don't play by these whole. I'm terrible at this whole pause shit. But to me, I'm not saying that the guy has to be an asshole. Like he doesn't have to be an asshole, but you need to be obsessed. Like you need to be. It needs to be psychopathic obsession if you want to be, because you have to think about it. Like you have to. Everything is fine margins in sports. Like we lost the league twice on a point. Like Mohamed Salah missing a penalty away to Leicester is the difference. Not the hand of Rodri. Right? These are such fine margins, and you have to be a maniacal, psychopathic dictator in order to get that over the line. That doesn't mean that you have to belittle people. That doesn't mean that you have to
Alex
publicly
Ferguson,
shame.
to be fair.
Yeah, Alex Ferguson, a great example.
All of them are. Klopp was a psychopath.
Exactly.
He was a different type.
It goes in all sports. It's every sport. Tiger Woods is a great example. Tiger Woods is a great
Bryant,
example.
the whole mental,
Kobe Bryant's a great example.
Michael Jordan, ultimate.
Every great that you've ever heard of in your life is like toxically obsessed. And I just don't think that Arne Slot is. Like, I don't think that he has the gall. He doesn't have the foresight. He doesn't have the work ethic. And he sure as shit doesn't have the personality to be that kind of guy. And I think that's like, it bleeds into the team. It bleeds into the mentality of the players. And it's no coincidence that like they look weak. They look defeated. When
Arne Slot was photoed with Wayne Lineker, that's what he should have been sacked on the spot.
But this is the reason why I know that this man's changed though, because we lost to Nottingham Forest last season, and he was so obsessed. He mentioned that every fucking game. He said, "We're never doing that again." So, Mike, he was a bit of a dictator psycho at the beginning.
But I would call that peacocking. I would call that peacocking because he wasn't actually doing that because he's a bitch and he got bitched down 3-0 at home.
Before Trent said he was really like, dictating when it came to like training, and it was meticulous in what they needed to do, and it was always after training there would be like 20 odd videos of your training session. What I remember Trent saying that. What happened to that? What happened to like the meticulous
maybe at a
training?
time he was.
He was feeling himself.
But he isn't that now.
You've seen that. It's like a hip hop artist, man. All of a sudden you see him from a prep school student. All of a sudden when they start rapping, what do? All of a sudden they're from a street. I mean, we have the same thing here with one of our NFL players. His son grew up in a big square house. He's talking about, no, I'm from the street. His dad is like, bro, where you from? You're a neighborhood kid, right? But he had the opportunity to follow what Klopp had done. Take your time and build yours as you go. But he was so obsessed with the fact that everybody said, you won with Klopp's team, you won with Klopp's team. He wanted to change it right away instead of working his way towards it. And that's why I got to him. And I think winning the league was also a bad thing for him. That's when everything changed.
Definitely made him feel himself. That's for damn
exactly. He was feeling way too much of himself.
Man, 100%.
Micky, what do we need to do, bro?
Well, it's plain and simple, bro. We need to sack the manager, but we also need to sort the structure
Can we
out.
sack him now, though, my bro? Because the guy that we had, big up, Cal.
Sorry,
The guy that we wanted,
Big up, Cal.
Nah,
Good to see you,
no.
brother.
Bro, of course, bro. Of course
he's gone now. The guy we wanted.
Yeah, but bro, there's more than one person. At the end of the day, I'll be honest with you as well. Like, I think you know my philosophy. Football management is way overcomplicated, right? You've got a team there. What you need to do is organize them and train them to a certain fucking level, and then put forward your philosophy, right? The philosophy at Liverpool, I think, is fucking blatant to see that you come into Liverpool and you either play 4-3-3 or you play 4-2-3-1 with a number 10. We've got Wirtz now, so you've got to play that fucking number 10. Like, this shit ain't hard. We don't need a specialist manager. But like, I'm telling you, Steven Gerrard could come in and fucking change things instantly. There's other managers out there, right? I tell you as well, who's not a bad manager, Enzo Maresca. But because of the whole situation in Chelsea, man don't even hear about him in manager talks. But if you look at his brand of football and his passion for the game, he's someone that would be fucking running around on the touchline. He'd have them players accountable and fit. I guarantee you that. So our problems are not even like, we don't need this specialist. Oh, we need it. We need Luis Enrique. He ain't even that type of party, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, we just need someone with a bit of common sense and someone who knows how to lead, a real leader amongst men that doesn't take shit. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what we really need. And there's a lot of cross wires within the club of all this corporate structure. Edwards, Hughes, then the manager. We need someone to come in and just say, look, you play your fucking role, get back there. I'll handle footballing matters and really take control of the players and hold them accountable. Like whoever said it a minute ago, I can never imagine this guy shouting at these players and telling them to pull. Look, listen, you've been shit all season. Start pulling your fucking weight. The whole Mo Salah incident is split the camp.
Yeah, it's too late.
He's lost the dressing room. So he blatantly has to go. The corporate structure needs to be sorted out. But also, in terms of what we do this summer, that's the most important thing, right? If we can bring 3 or 4 players in that really change things, then it would help tremendously, whether we've got him as manager next year or not. But the business that was done last year was bad business, bro. Isaac's nowhere near worth 125, and Wirtz has proven he ain't worth 116. Right, and then the other areas as well that weren't addressed. We didn't address centre back. We bought Frimpong. We're using them as a right winger. So the business was terrible. If we do terrible business again this summer, we stick with Arne Slot, he'll be sacked before December. But the mess will be so bad, whoever comes in won't be able to fix it in less than maybe 2 or 3 years. So this summer is crucial. We need a change of manager, whether we get it or not, I don't know. But this summer is probably the most crucial thing in terms of outgoings and ingoings. What happens for us next season and in the near future?
Yeah.
I
agree.
I just my only proposal here, I don't remember if I talked about it, but my deep sense is that I actually think that we are past the point where the club will sack him. Like I don't think that it's going to happen. And the reason why I don't think it's going to happen is that we've put ourselves in a lose-lose where no matter what, we're looking at least 12 months to try and rebuild something. And we have to try to undo what Slot did. But the problem is that if you make that decision now in a World Cup summer with a shortened preseason and it doesn't work out, it makes things worse versus the lesser of the two evils, which is keep the guy that we know won't work and sack him, in December or whatever, and then start from there. It's like from a business perspective, you're in a lose-lose. So it's a matter of which one am I going to lose? Which one is less risk? And to the club's perspective, it's less risky to keep Slot, considering the fact that his worst ever possible outcome is Champions League football. Whereas if I got a new guy, I'm bringing on so much extra risk in a situation that already is volatile. Like, to me, it's just like if you were going to sack him, it would have made sense to do it midway through the season. But now you've sort of made your bed and you're going to lay in it. And the only other guy who was there was Xabi Alonso, and he's now at Chelsea. So if anything, you're forcing it at this point. And I don't think that they're going to force it. I think that they're going to look at it and they're going to say 5th place for the worst season, for 20 losses in a season to still have Champions League football. Even if we're marginally better next season, we'll still be in Champions League. It might not be good enough, but it's less risky than let's just, for instance, say that we sacked him and we went out there and we got Areola. And it just turns out that it's just way too big of a job for him. He's nothing like he was at Bournemouth. The beginning of the next season is a total disaster. It's going to, that would be worse to them than keeping Slot and sacking him in December. Again, I know that that's not what we want to hear. That's not what I want, but just from a sporting director perspective, that seems like the less risky move. And I think that we're in a position now where everything is so screwed that the club sort of has to be like, we're messed up either way. So like, which one is going to give me the less down? And that, keeping Slot right now is the less risky path.
Endz, I'm gonna have to hop off, my bro. So
big up, man.
Big up, Micky, man.
Right, boys, all the best.
Big up, bro. Mickey's link is in the description as well. Dean, I don't know if you know, bro, but Alonso's gone to Chelsea, and Salah said he prefers heavy metal football, bro. I don't know if you caught up with the day and what's been going on in the news of Liverpool.
I was getting texts, bro. I was getting, Arsenal fans, and you know what it's like, getting bantered, because I was saying we're still gonna get what's it called, Alonso and all this stuff. But,
are you now listening to what I'm saying now? You're now listening now.
No. I'm not saying we're gonna get Alonso. I still think he gets sacked. End of the day, last game of the season, yeah, you lose that game and it gets toxic, and you pick up that mic. And it's this constant booze, yeah. Something has to be done. You can't go into the new season in that toxic spirit, bro. Like
what if we win?
Bro, I was still booing. If we win, lose, or draw, I'm booing. You get me? End of the day, bro, it's a booing thing now. Like, it's too late. You can't just have one last. You got to remember, bro, we just got battered by Aston Villa. Don't ever think that last-minute goal by Virgil makes it different. I put 4-1 down on my thing. We lost 4-1. Yeah, we lost 4-1. Bruv, like, end of the day, if you go into next season, yeah, I missed the last 20 minutes of what you were saying, but I was listening on my phone earlier anyway. If you go into Zuberi,
yo, just so you man know, yeah, Dean, especially you. You see, when the emergency meeting was called, just know Zuberi was positive with a Guinness as always, bro. Man had me pulled over on the side of the street because it's an emergency, fam. And I was there, bro. I was
I was listening. I think just before you left, I had to go, but I was listening, bro. But yeah, bro. End of the day, we've watched this all season. Everyone's seen us play all season, and I don't know how new players are going to change anything for what he's doing. Like I said, bro. I said we concede. The goals we're conceding now is that before it was just set piece. Now we're conceding every type of goal now. Every sort of situation is happening to us now. Bad luck's happening. He's attracting everything, brother. And I just can't see how they can see this and say, you know what, my bad. Let me get him the right players and he'll fix it. There's nothing that says he's going to fix this. You got players and we can say these players ain't his profile, but they're not crap players. These are proper players. All of these players are high level players. Like, if you can't coach, fair enough, you can't coach. All I need is a manager, a coach that can coach these players. Get a couple of players sorted out and coach these players, because these players are not dead. They're not finished. Like, they ain't been coached properly, bro. There's no tactics. There's no fight. No one's fighting no more. People are going on holidays every second. Like, no one's doing. I'm not hearing people getting in for early at training. No one ain't leaving late. The captain should be saying, "No, we're going in for training right, on a day off." What happens when you go on a day off? What you can lose games. You can lose 2-3 games in a row and you not know extra sessions going on. That's what these are the things that they got to look into, because you can't lose a game. Go into the Man United game and you're abroad. I'm seeing pictures. People are abroad, and we've got a game on a weekend and they're abroad on a Wednesday. What's going on, bruv? Like, standards are on the floor, bruv, and we've got to look at things like that. Not just the results, the standards. That training, the discipline, all of these things come into question, because, bro, people are getting away with murder here. You can't just let this go, bro. That's why I still think he goes. I still think he goes, bro. Seriously, man.
I got to. Dean. Yeah,
I got to. Yeah, but I just the only thing I want to say is that I want to make a call to action publicly. Every single person who goes to these games, I know that the season ticket holders, they're held hostage and they have to go, otherwise they're going to lose their tickets. I would just ask that everyone who goes to the games, as long as this man is here, we should just have a silent protest. Like, it's not like we don't boo, we don't cheer. Everyone in the crowd just stays silent. Just no emotion. Just sit there. deal with it. I would love to see that. I would love to see against Brentford, you could hear a mouse fart in that stadium. But anyway, big up to you guys. Appreciate you.
Big up, Mike.
Big up, Jimmy.
Big up,
Quasi D.
You know what,
Zuberi.
That's a good point,
boys.
you know, bro. Instead of shouting, instead of booing, it's true. Imagine if everyone was just quiet.
That's worse.
They're just quiet. That would actually be worse.
That is worse. At least,
because you don't know what's going on, innit? It's like,
yeah, booing. At least that's emotion, right? Fans are showing emotion if they're booing. Imagine they don't say anything, they're standing there.
We all know what it's like if your dad or your mum was annoyed and they just walked past you, didn't say nothing, then they walk back past you, didn't say nothing. You'd be like, "No, what's going on there? I need a slap. I need to be shouted. What's going on there? Like, I'm just being blanked. Nah, this is mad." You got what I'm saying? Like, it's true. It's true, man.
Yeah.
But this is my question, though. I know Micky was saying that 2 or 3 players. Who is coming knowing that this manager has 1 year left, wants to sign for Liverpool?
Well, it'll have to be a player that knows that we're a bigger club than just what's happening at the moment.
Right, but
to be fair, Bournemouth and Palace's manager all had a year left this season. They still got players in, and they're playing good football. So, yeah, I think at the end of the day, if Liverpool want a player and they put it out there and tell them why they want them, like they did with Rodz and that, I think players come. You know, because players don't leave when the manager leaves, do they? They don't decide, like, I'm going to leave there as well. So, yeah, I think it's a case that Liverpool can still get players in.
Yeah.
But
if you have a superstar,
the recruitment needs to be right. So, Kwasi, what the real issue is? Are we going to buy players that are going to be for Slot, and then when he goes in 2 months, then it means the new manager's got a whole bunch of players he's got to get rid of?
That's what I'm saying.
You get what I'm saying? And that's why we just with him now. There's no point hoping he fixes this because there's a bigger chance he won't. You get a new manager in now and you recruit for him. And you know what? If it fails, it fails. That's football. That's life, right? I would say scared money don't make money.
Make no money.
Like there is no point in us trying to prolong what is the inevitable. He's gonna crash.
Exactly.
It's almost, you know what I mean? Like he's losing the back steering out. He's got a flat on one side. Like he's swerving all over. He's gonna crash. This car is crashing. I'm telling you, there's no way out of this now. So instead of waiting for it to actually hit the wall, let's jump out now. Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, even him now. Drifty, if that guy has a self-respect, they promise him a new contract in September, right? 2025. You are almost done with the season and they're still not talking about the contract. You got 1 year left and you still staying at the job? Nah.
No, but
he needs to
he
go.
Wants his money, bro. He only gets paid if he's sacked, bro. He wants his money, bro.
He ain't gonna.
He wants his money, bro. And do you know what? That's the one thing I won't blame him for. He gets $5 million a year. Why would I walk away over pride and miss out on my wife? Would
pay me
when I got home. She'd be like, "You should have just got sacked, you idiot. What are you walking away from $5 million for?" Do you know what I'm saying? So he wants to be sacked, man. He wants to be sacked.
And everything he says,
make it toxic for him, because you know what? If we're not, because at the end of the day, bro, like we're not, like it looks like we're not sacking him. So it has to be toxic on that last day, regardless of. Like I know it's Salah and Robbo's fairway. I don't care no more. I've gone there now. Like I'm on the booing thing. Bro. I don't care no more. Yeah, bro. Listen, the club comes first. Like Robbo, Salah, you know your legends. We all know your legends, yeah. But bro, I'm willing to just ruin that to let the board know how disgusted we are. That if we all, I want the same atmosphere. See the first game against Galatasaray away from home. I want that atmosphere, that boom where you can't hear nothing, bro. I want it to be like that. That's the boom I want to hear, bro. Where they're thinking, no, we can't do this, bro. That's what I need, bro.
Yeah, that is true. Areola was appointed by Hughes, so it would make a lot of sense that if we wanted him, then we would be looking. I mean, maybe we do. Maybe that's why he's told Bournemouth he's leaving. Maybe he knows he's gonna get the Liverpool job. But I don't want Hughes making any more Liverpool decisions. I don't know about you lot.
Exactly. He also has 1 year left. Why is he making decisions?
Yeah, Hughes is part of this problem. I don't want Hughes making decisions anymore, man.
Yeah, man. I don't want to.
Wait. Hey, Zuberi, I'm with you, man. We should have pocketed that money, bro.
Hey, listen, I tell you, man, but the thing. And to be honest, yeah, and a bit serious, I know you assembled the hit squad, and you know me, bro. I go against the grain, bro. You can't bring 9 people in and expect me to just sing Kumbaya with the 9. I'm gonna shoot back still. Karma is a thing that a lot of people disrespect. When things are going right, and everyone can attest to a moment in their life when things are going right, bro, Jehovah Witness can't chat to you, bro. When your bank account is looking right, you're not trying to hear no pray. Let's pray. You're not sending no prayers up when things are going right. Sometimes, you see what I'm trying to say, bro? We had a good thing.
I do, but I hear you.
No, and it's not to sing going on our Drifty. I'm just saying, bro. We've all had that moment where karma comes back.
I speak to the Lord every day. I don't care if it's a good or a bad day. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? But before you got to that point, I'm saying there might have been a 1 Tuesday. It's you don't gotta put it on the record. All I'm saying though is, bro, you see the way Isak treated Newcastle, yeah. And I'm not putting it on Isak head, and I'm not putting on Slot's head. And like I said, there's so many people to blame. So many people to blame, bro. There's no 2 players, there's no 1 manager, there's no 1 director that can come in and really get us to where we want to be mentally. Like, Klopp didn't tell Robbo to press City's left back in that game when the atmosphere was buzzing. You see what I'm trying to say? I'm not blaming the fans for not creating that atmosphere, because I can't remember the last time I was rallied to go watch a game in. I can't, bro. Klopp used to do his press conference, and I'm like, you know what? One work, bro.
Yeah, I need to watch this game.
Yo, bro, my team is down 3-0. And I made sure I quartered off work from my bed, you know what I'm saying, rolled up and ready to go. And the game was so fire, I couldn't put fire on my spliff. It was full time, and I was still like this. I didn't even like this spliff. And I went into that game 3-0 down. I was so inspired from the press conference, from the first whistle to the last whistle, bro. And that's 3-0 down. And that's kind of like where I want to be right now. And that's why I'm kind of like a little toxic, because it is dark days, but a part of me is sitting there like, yo, you see, when we get this right, I'm going to light this spliff and celebrate. But I'm going to be honest with you, my man. A new manager can't fix this. And that's just keeping it a buck. Because we're going to have to say, yo, give him time. It's a lot to unravel. It's a lot to unpack. We shipped 4 men out. That's 4 new men coming in, fixing something they had nothing to do with, bro. That's why, you know what, man? Shout out to Iceman, Habibti, and Maid of Honor, man. You know why? Because, bro, sometimes we're dealing with a heart that we didn't break, bro. It's not fair for Verts to come into this Liverpool team, bro. This is the Liverpool team man's coming to. It's like, this is the team he's coming into. This is the manager he's coming under. This is the leadership, bro. Who did we sign in January, bro? The whole thing, the whole entire thing, bro, is belly up, man.
But I agree with you, it's going to take time, right? But there's no point prolonging it. Like, imagine if I said to you, like, you know, Zuberi, you see that back problem you've got, needs surgery. Like, it's not going to heal itself. It needs surgery. You know you've got to take time off work to have this healing process. So, bro, you might as well get it out of the way. What is the point in working? You know you've got to take this time off the hill, bro. We know it's going to take time, but let's not waste more time than we need. Let's just get rid of him now. Let's do the healing. And then even if it takes 2 years, at least it'll be 2 years sooner than if we wait another year. And do you get what I'm saying? Like, let's just get it over and done with, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? That's where I agree with you, but we just got to get it over and done with now, bro.
Kwasi is right, man. We should have got rid of him from before December. Because here's the thing. I felt like it's a window. There was a window, a sweet spot to sack him. And because we've missed that window, now there's other variables. Yeah, there's other variables. There's other variables at play now. Because like I said, a World Cup summer, that's not the summer to rebuild in, fam.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
I forgot who said it earlier, bro. The preseason, bro, that new manager is not going to get... Bro, we're basically at the point of, do we recruit without his vision and just recruit for the club's vision and give the new man time to come into a better situation? Because, bro, the new man is going to have a free hit, and that free hit can put us 6. I think Mike said it. That free hit could put us 8.
I might be thinking differently. I don't think
might finish 8th if he keeps getting worse.
I don't think we have to rebuild next season. I just think you need a couple of players in. I don't think you need to rebuild. What the problem is?
No, but Jenny, if you get a new manager, it would be a rebuild.
We're trying to build a house with a builder that's only got one arm. That's what's going on here, right? We need a builder who's got two arms and a brain. Yeah.
Drifty. I'm gonna give you a call back, Drifty. I came on Coppish, and I blame you, man, for the season as well. Coppish, you man hold 33% of the blame. Coppish did.
What did we do, bro?
I'll get into it. I'll get into it a little bit. But Jamie, you're right. So I went on Coppish and I talk about Jurgen Klopp is the guy to put up the side. He couldn't put the roof on. The siding was done. We went and got another siding, man. Bro, we can't. The siding was already there. We don't need him to redo the siding. We just needed the roof. They went and got the same type of guy like Klopp, bro.
He put the roof on the house last season, but for some reason he put it back down again.
Nah, Drifty, you know what happened?
Yeah, but the roof he put on the house last season was hay.
Yeah, Drifty. No, you know what's crazy? Yeah,
that's a good analogy. Rain just blew it.
That's a good analogy.
That was a solid roof. I don't know what
happened. Nah, Drifty. Let me tell you what happened. There was no rain last season. That's what happened. He put tarp up, and we just thought it was calm. Now it's raining. It ain't working, man. But Drifty, you man get blamed, yeah. Let me tell you why you man got blamed. You man command a nice portion of the fan base, yeah. And I keep telling you, man, you man are in charge of the vibes. You man are in charge of the vibes. So not only did this new manager cut the tempo of the game down, bro, we got big bad Coppish cutting the vibes down. The whole thing has come down a notch, bro.
We said great responsibility and all that. Yeah, is that what you're saying?
Bro, I believe the players was also on Coppish. On the low. Bro, I swear Curtis had a burner in the chat. Yo, Drifty, I swear Curtis had a burner in the chat, bro. Bro, the players don't have time for your once a month calling anymore.
They need to holler at me, bro. They need to holler at me.
Yo, Drifty, the man them don't got time for your once a month calling, bro. Players used to be in there vibing. Yo, Kanate was balling when the thing was every Friday, bro. Once you man,
that we cut that to once a month, bro.
Bro, the players ain't catching no vibes no more. That's why they got to go on holiday.
I hear it.
Drifty, you man brought down the fan base energy, bro. Fan base is tired, grumpy, coming in and nothing to look forward to anymore, bro. Then they seen this football. Drifty, who was vibing in a 3-0 to Barcelona? Who's still vibing? Tell me I'm lying. Bro, who was vibing? Who was vibing coming second? You man cut it back, bro. You man cut it back. So you might have to hold some smoke on that, man. You might have to hold some smoke, man.
Well,
and you still have perspective and perception. He ain't got that no more. Man threw out the crystals.
I'm not in the boardroom no more. I ain't got any of my players with 3 windows now, so I'm not in the board anymore, bro. They kicked me out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Matt and Cal be recruiting. Yo, every player Matt rates is just on some nabby level. I swear.
Oh my God.
I swear.
Yeah.
No, but Zuberi, see when you said you don't think a manager can come in and, bro, I've seen De Zerbi do it at Tottenham. I've seen Carrick do it at Man United. That a manager can come in and coach. That I know you want a preseason. We need a preseason, but a manager can come in and coach. These are managers, top class managers. If you can't get a tune out of these players, like we overrate. I know obviously we need a preseason, but we overrate certain things. Carrick, where's he come from? Look at Man United right now.
You know what's Dean, I agree with you. And I think you might agree with this. I think Jamie was hitting on this earlier. You see these players, yeah? It's Kwasi said it multiple times. They don't rate this man. Like, this man doesn't motivate them. I think this man is doing counterproductive things with these players. Like, tell McAllister it's okay, you're still going to start after playing 4 games with no tackle. That's criminal. He has to hold smoke for that. You see what I'm trying to say? So he's enabling the worst attributes in these players, bro. Having Gravenberch roll free, bro, Gravenberch, you can't do that in the Premier. You can't do that. You can't give team that type of space. So he's actually enabling some bad habits. I don't know if a new man is going to come in and be able to command that respect. Tell him McAllister, yo, you're going to have to hold bench for 3 games because you're not doing what I want you to do. It's going to take a lot for that new man to come in and kind of really, bro, these men don't have discipline. These players don't have discipline. These players are not being held accountable. Gakpo, you can't do that on the left wing and expect to start next week. Then you talk about Gaffer, I'm going to have to consider my future. Then go consider your future. And I think that is our problem this season. Our problem is from ownership all the way down to the players. Bro, man's just doing whatever they want for the paycheck with no repercussion, bro, no accountability. How can this guy still be the manager playing this way? How can some of these players still play for us playing the way they're playing?
I know, but this is where you get your leadership group correct.
Dude, you said it. Our standards on the floor from players all the way up to the ownership.
Yeah, but you get your players. You got to have certain players in that dressing room that's got standards. That's going to set standards in that changing room. Now I hear it. They can take the piss out of the manager what they're doing right now. But if Virgil's on it, man will respect Virg. You get me? Like if Virg rarely respects the manager, he'll command respect out of these players.
Yeah,
with Robbo, like with Ali, these guys will command respect. Right now, it feels like they've given
up, Dean.
They've given up,
man.
All
They're
of them.
fed up as well, man.
They're fed up. They're listening to the same stuff. Which don't make no sense. He's counterproductive. He will tell you to do something that doesn't make no sense. You saw when Jones, when he told Jones something, Jones was confused, thinking, "Oh, what are you talking about, bro? This is mad what he's asking me to do." Imagine what he says behind scenes, bro. The stuff he's saying. If they're going out on the pitch like that and they're not listening, or even if they are listening, which is even worse, they are listening to him, bro. Does it make sense to you what he's in on the pitch?
Look how long he spoke to Saladin yesterday on the bench. About 15 minutes. When Salah came on, what did it look like he told him to do? Because Salah didn't even get involved in the game.
Salah did the same thing he does every year.
He started talking to him in a 2-1. He came on a
I thought he was telling him. I thought he was just telling him like, "You're not gonna play today." That's what I thought. But Jay, I want let Jay get his point. Let Jay get his point now. Go on, Jay, man. Go on, Jamie.
What point?
The point you was making.
Nah. You know what?
I'll ask you a question then, Jay. I'll ask you a question. What would, apart from like sacking him now, because it looks like the club's going to keep him.
Yeah, I think he goes.
What do you think? You still think he's going to go?
I think that Villa game has turned everything on
I
its
agree
head.
with Jimmy. As I said, as long as that contract is not being given to him, he's gone.
Yeah, I think that Villa game has turned everything on its head, and with the Salah statement today, the Robbo statement, the Curtis Jones statement. I don't know if you guys read it, but Joe Gomez put out a statement a couple of days ago as well. I don't think it went under the radar a little bit.
Did he?
Where Joe Gomez came out and said, what's happened this season is not on, and it's not good, and it's below our standards. And it sort of went under the radar a little bit because Joe
his
came
was
out
much
with
better than what Gravenberg was saying.
Joe came out with some things, but remember, Joe's been here 10 years. He's seen it all, man. He understands what the fans are feeling, and no one sort of spoke about it. But a lot of people come out of it. All them players liking Salah's statement today, it just tells me that he's completely and utterly lost the dressing room. These players do not want to play for him. That loss against Aston Villa, I think, has now put his position as untenable. I think they will let him go at the end of in the summer, and they will get a new coach in. I don't think he'll be here. These players are not going to wake up after the summer and just decide they want to play for him next season. I just don't think it's going to happen. And in that way, what's going to happen if you do? You go sack him in October, November time. And get whatever's left on the market. So
can I ask you man a question, yeah? Because this is my fear of this is my fear. I feel like we have a player in Isak that done something that split football and fan base. I can see a couple players, at least 3 players in the squad, saying, "I'm not coming back to that training ground if that man is there." I can see 3 players. I'm not talking about the one them that's on a contract. I'm talking about I can see 3 men them saying, "Yo, I'm not turning up to training if he's in."
How?
So you think they're going to force the ownership to sack him? Then,
oh, okay, yeah.
Give me the 3. I'll go around the table. Give me the 3. Give me the 3. Go around the table. Who would be the 3?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. There's no way McAllister. And And like I've shot at McAllister. No. Hear me out.
I agree.
No. Hear me out. McAllister wears a number 10 shirt for Liverpool. I shoot at him a lot, but there's never been a moment I've looked at the way we set up and go, this suits McAllister. McAllister has been, bro, he's not even under the bus anymore, bro. They threw him off a cliff. We're not playing to his strengths. And I come in every week and I'm shooting at him. And I don't have an example of when we did something to support him. Bro, if Jones stick out and be like, yo, I'm not coming back up there. Jones and McAllister's top two.
Gerard crashed out today about that as well. He said we better not sell him.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we
better not sell him, yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, Jones and McAllister have given no platform to succeed, bro, under this manager. None whatsoever. The third man I can see doing that, bro, is Hugo, bro. Bro, we left Hugo out there like saltfish, bro.
He can't
bro, we did nothing to help Hugo, bro. Bro, Hugo's out there helping himself. Hugo followed no direction, no instruction, and look how he turned out.
You know, Zuberi, something off topic. I'm scrolling through Insta just yet. Alonso's going to Chelsea. Mbappe's crashing out Madrid. They would be the team that could afford him. You know,
they can't afford
the wage.
No, they can't. No. They broke. Chelsea's financial trouble.
They're not broke, bro. They're not broke. They will just break the rules and do it. Am I going crazy? I've literally slid through from Mitchell's tweet. Yeah,
Mbappe stayed at Madrid. They could get Vini.
You know the only reason they won't sell him ends is because Real Madrid don't like to be made to look a fool. And if they sell him, then Mbappe's basically won the war against them, and they don't let players win the war against them. They'd rather he stay there than sell him. They're not going to sell him.
I think Mbappe's.
Maybe Vinny might go.
Vinny's the one that's leaving.
Vinny's going to be like, you're bringing in Mourinho after all of that shit he said.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Vinny's like, I'm done. Get me out of here.
I'm just reading that McAllister's camp has declined all talks with Liverpool despite growing transfer noise around his future.
Yo,
why does all our players want to leave now? Curtis Jones
I don't know, Jay.
I'm telling you, you men are worrying about sacking this guy. I'm worrying about players not turning up after the World Cup, fam.
Yeah,
bro, Gareth Bale settings, man, working on their strokes in that, bro.
He needs to go. That's why he's got to go.
He's going, Drifty. He's going.
Drifty. Drifty.
I don't believe he's going anywhere.
Drifty, mark my words.
I don't even.
38 games in the Prem. On the last game, Kwasi, you don't even have to Uber him. He's out of the country after the last game. There's no way we keep him beyond the last game.
Drift, do you know that Adidas also liked what Mo Salah said?
Yeah, but it's their star in it, so they're gonna
Adidas.
No, that's their sponsor. No,
that's
don't try it.
But he's an Adidas star as well.
And Liverpool is an Adidas sponsorship. You costing Adidas money. This is the same thing that did with what? Nah, they.
I think that Villa game has changed their mind now. I think that Villa when they saw that Villa game and they're just like, these players are not playing for him. They don't
They're
like
not playing for him.
And you can't. The problem is you can't get rid of 22 players in one go. So the person that leaves is the manager, ain't it? So I just can't say.
Hey, next season, Warrior kit is going to be $45, and I'm buying all 3 kits.
You're saying Szoboszlai has called out Liverpool's lack of focus after.
Szoboszlai,
he's getting my nerves.
Nice long.
You know the only one I ain't said anything is Cody. Cody's the only one, man.
He loves it.
He's still running the agenda, Cody's.
Cody's Randall from Recess. That's what Cody is. He's Randall from Recess. He's just writing all the notes or all the grasses, and then he's going to show the manager.
Do you know the crazy thing as well? Yeah, this is the thing about football that a lot of people forget is there are extenuating circumstances. There's certain situations that can't run. You can't bully Real Madrid as an example, right? They're one club you just can't bully. No matter how much money PSG have got, PSG can be bullied by the right team. You know, a team could actually go and get Enrique if they just bully the team. Because if Enrique turns around and goes, I actually really like the deal I'm being offered. PSG, I've done my dues here. I'm out. PSG are going to have to fold in the end. So if a team like Man U or a team like Liverpool actually went to Enrique and was like, "This is what you're gonna get. This is what you're gonna do. Come into a club who is of a certain level that's going to put your credibility up there, like when you was at Barcelona." He would be like, "Fuck it, I'm down." But Liverpool ain't got the balls to go and do that. That's the problem.
Thank you for saying that.
Go and get, especially if Enrique wins against Arsenal. If he wins his back-to-back Champions League, what's left
is
him to do at PSG? There's nothing left for him to do there. Liverpool could go and be like, "Bang, you got 1 year left on your deal. This is what we're offering you," and then give PSG a big payout, and then PSG would have to let him go. They would have to let him go. But we ain't got the balls to do that because we've got people at our club that are cowards in our ownership. Nah, let's just go and get the man who's already free. He's already available. He ain't got no job. Or bully up Feyenoord, one of them little idiot teams that can't tell us nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on, man?
Enrique hasn't signed their contract either. Enrique hasn't signed his contract.
He hasn't. He's got 1 year left.
1 year left.
Go and get Enrique. Go and put a deal in front of Enrique that's like, yo, you know what? Yeah, man. This is appetizing. I'm down for it. What, Liverpool? And then I get to end my career and say I won the Champions League for PSG. I was
win the league
at Barcelona, and I was manager of the biggest club in England. Yeah, that's me. Run it. That's how you do it.
I'm with you, Drift. I'm with you. That's what I've been saying. People, and that's the power I don't like of sometimes Liverpool fans. When you every time we have to be with a big player or a big manager, oh, we can't do it. What do you mean we can't do it? This is Liverpool.
But this is fucking Liverpool.
This is Liverpool. What do you mean we can't do it? We need to pressure them owners to be doing things like this. This is why we need to be crashing out at this, at Anfield about. Why are you not getting these people? Now, if Enrique say I don't want to come, okay, that's the different situation.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
He hasn't said he doesn't want to come. Test the waters.
Go and look at Pep Guardiola. You see what he's done at City is phenomenal. But I tell you what, if he realized he could have been Liverpool manager, he would have.
He loves Liverpool.
Job more than Man City. All he does is talk about how great Liverpool are and our history and our fan base. He would love to be Liverpool manager.
Mourinho wanted to be a Liverpool manager.
If you gave him 1 year off, I think we could even get Pep. If he had 1 year off for football to have a break or whatever, and then we went to Pep, was like, "Do you want to come Liverpool?"
Run it.
I said this last night. Liverpool are scared of being successful.
Yeah, and rejection, Jay.
Scared.
Yeah, we are.
We're scared about being successful.
We don't like it. You know, it's like Endz. You see your quiz. You know when you're on the board. Anyone who's been on the board in that quiz knows. The pressure ramps up as soon as you're on that board. Everyone can see your name. Now they know whether you've made a mistake or not. You know what I'm saying? That the pressure's different. The pressure is different when you're on that board. You get what I'm saying? People don't like pressure. Liverpool don't like the pressure of being the team expected to win. It's true, the ownership. They don't like it. We like being the little like, we're there.
We're not sure.
Then they want to go hiding again. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't. We need to see them putting pressure on PSG. Win the Champions League so Arsenal don't win nothing and go get Enrique.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, PSG, what? Come on, man. Go get Enrique. There's no excuse.
It sounds better than it is, though. It does sound better than it is.
No, make it happen. You spend 125 million on the richest club on the planet, right? They bullied Newcastle. And Newcastle is the richest club on the planet. You bully them, you got their striker. Do the same thing with them manager. Unless the guy say, I don't want to come.
PSG would definitely accept 20 mil for Enrique with a year left on his deal.
Is that what you would? Drifty. Be serious.
No, but he's only got a year left. He's only got a year left.
If they say to him, "Yeah, 20 million a year," what's going on? 30 million a year.
No, give 20 mil to PSG. I'm saying.
No, but if they say to him, "Brother, if they know that he's starting to ramp up, they'll give him whatever money they want to have to give him. They'll give him.
But he doesn't want to sign it. That's what we're saying.
If he wins the Champions League again, Dean, it's nothing left for him to do there. Honestly,
you know what? I know this sounds great. I hear it, Drift. I'm here for the fairy tales. I love it. Yeah, I love this, right? But you know, we're not gonna get. You know, we're not. You know.
Actually, Drift, there's
a problem, bro, that we won't, but we should.
But
actually, Drift, there's two more things left there for him to do, and I'm not gonna front, bro. If I'm Enrique, I'm staying at PSG at least 2 more years, because if I did a back-to-back with PSG, which no one thought the Champions League was gonna go there, and I get the opportunity to do the 3P, bro, he can actually talk to Zidane, bro, with that 3P at Real Madrid. Because, bro, not a lot of managers do the 3-peat. And he's the first man to bring it to the French league.
Yeah, but
Bro, if he does that, bro, if he does a 3-peat with the PSG, fam, he's at that table, fam.
Zuberi, somebody
but
said that
Zuberi,
today
what
on my
he
show,
could do-
man. That's the only thing that
What
will keep
he
it there.
could do is he could join Ancelotti in the creme de la creme of Champions League managers and win it with 3
Different clubs.
teams.
And
But
right
he's
now,
3 different teams, bro. And Liverpool is history
yeah,
in Europe.
Oh,
We are
there's
royalty in Europe.
only other club that he can go to win it, and that is Bayern. And
Barcelona,
Bayern wasn't even
PSG,
leaving Bayern.
Liverpool. I'll be honest with you. If he came to Liverpool and he won the Premier League and a Champions League, you know there'd be a conversation for him to be one of the greatest managers ever.
At this point, At this point, he is though. At this point, I mean, I'll give Pep his.
Cementing it, Kwasi. That's what I'm saying. If he comes
Oh,
to
okay.
the League or Champions League,
Drifty, 3-peat on the Champions League.
The PSG.
bro.
That's crazy.
Yo,
Zuberi. 3-peat with 3 different big clubs.
no, it's not a 3-peat. 3-peat is back
They
to
can
back
do
to
it
back.
next
Yeah,
year.
but he's winning it with 3 different clubs. How many managers have done that?
I've got to go because there's only one 3-peat I like. So I'll see you later, guys.
All right. Big up, Jay. Appreciate you jumping in, man.
Big up, Jamie.
Jay's linked to his channel.
Yeah,
is in
I've got the
description as well.
MMA show later at 2 a.m. So I've got to get a little bit of sleep.
Go and have a rest in it.
Big up,
All right.
big up, man.
I
Big
get to
up,
see what
Gigi.
I get to watch Gina Carano for free.
See you later.
Whatever
No
music
subscriptions.
I'm
Big up,
doing,
man.
That's it.
But Drifter, what you're saying there? Why don't he just leave next year? Why don't he try win the Champions League again next year with PSG?
No, he might
and
win
leave
it.
the
He
year
might
after?
win it.
That's what I'm saying.
might win
He's on the
Yeah, yeah,
verge of
but
doing a
but
three-peat
I
with
look at
PSG.
him as an ambitious man. And again, this is all assumptions. That's all we can do, right? But if Liverpool sit him down and go, you've only probably got like 5 more years you want to be in the game, right? Because he is getting on in age and that, right? And you go,
What do you think
why
he is?
waste
He's not
a
old,
year
you
or
know.
two? No, but
He's not old.
come like managers around 55, 60 now, managers want to retire. They don't want to do the Fergie thing no more where they're there. for
Don't do the
years.
Hodgson thing, no. No, do
Yeah,
the
no,
Hodgson
they
thing,
don't.
bro.
They
Come on, man.
look at Hodgson's bags under his eyes, but they don't want to end up like that, bro. You get what I'm saying? They don't want to end up like that, bro. You get me? So, like, you sit him down here, like, for the last period of your season, of your career, come and build a legacy. You've made a legacy at PSG. You're cemented. If he wins back-to-back, cemented PSG legacy. He won a treble at Barcelona, and he's a legend of a player at Barcelona. Cemented. Legacy cemented at
He
Barcelona.
won the Euro
You
too,
come
didn't he?
and create a legacy at Liverpool, you could arguably be the greatest manager of all time. Do you get what I'm saying? You could argue, and they're the type of things we pitched him in. And if he says no, he says no. But why haven't we got the balls to do it? Just because she's the prettiest girl in there, why aren't we going to go and chat her up? Where's your self-esteem?
Yeah,
Hey, Drift,
That's
I'm
what
with
I'm
you, bro. I'm with you now.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Jeff. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I'm saying.
Let's go.
That's what I'm
Nah,
saying.
you see, man, you're a prettiest girl, and man is like, yeah, I'm winning that.
No,
yeah.
he's the guy
And
with
then
the
you
red
get
dress
that
on.
rejection.
Yeah.
That rejection drift you talk about.
Yeah,
when the
it's
pretty girl turn you down and hit you with the ew. Yeah, nah, it's tough. It's tough. Nah, well, listen, it's all fun and games. Listen, it's all fun and games, bopping the shoulder, going up to her.
Hey, you know?
And she hit you with the ew. You can't moonwalk back out of there.
Nah, you keep going.
You can't moonwalk out of there.
You keep walking. I tried. At least I tried. I keep walking. Talk to the next one.
Bro, no man is high-fiving you on the way back. No man.
I'm not going for high
Man is
five.
laughing.
You would
I'm
because
going
you
home.
say no
I'm going
respect
home.
for even trying, bro. Respect for trying.
No, you keep going. Zuberi, I will walk to the bar. After she rejects me, I'm walking to the bar and get a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm
Endz,
talking about
Endz.
him. Have you seen him close
Endz.
up? She's buttered. That's what I'm saying. She's
Yo, Endz.
Yo, bro.
Endz. You a real dude, retired sniper. We get all that, right? Which man you've seen get rejected and you high five him on the way back? Like, nah, at least you
Not a
shot your
chance,
shot.
bro.
Bro,
Nah, bro, it's laughter, fam.
Zuberi,
Even on the ride home, even next week, I'm bringing it back up.
Zuberi, guess what I'm doing?
No, that's
Zuberi.
not bridge.
At least man tried. He's not standing. He's not just standing. Nah, hey, Drifty, don't listen to him. He's standing there, blue balls over there.
I know.
Tried it, bro. I tried
Checks
it.
are deep. This is what I'm doing. After I get rejected, I'm going to the bar and bring all your beers. I was just going for beers for you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going.
Yo.
I'm
You know
going.
what I'm saying, bro? This is
I
what it
tried. I
is,
got
man.
my answer. That's it. I'm done. At least I know. At least I know.
Yeah.
I tried, and I'm out of here.
And
You're just
actually,
standing there.
I believe that's why they don't want to go for Alonso anymore. They tried the first time, he rejected them, and they were like, "Okay, that's it."
You know, Kwasi, I think that's true as well.
That's why they don't want to go for him.
But the second time they could have got him. Without that,
the
they
reason
could
we
have got him.
don't do transfer battles as well. If we feel like the player even wants to go to another club remotely, we're on that now. We ain't on that sloppy seconds thing. On you, then go over there. Liverpool do not operate on any you want another club or you like this. As soon as they think you like another
club somebody else,
you're done. Yeah.
Liverpool, you're done.
True. So I think Alonso shot himself in the foot rejecting us for real.
Yep.
I'm the same though. I'm the same. I'm like that as well.
Yeah, I hear it. Cool. Yeah, I hear it. You got 2 kids now. Why are you coming back to me? You should have said
here.
No. You said yes, you mad? Yeah, it's long.
You're still now. You're still.
Respect, RIP to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels.
It's long now, bro.
Man said you're fat now.
I'm just happy I've never had to experience that, but that's a horrible fate. That's a horrible fate.
Yeah, that's
you like me now, 10 years later? Nah, that's long.
Big up, Gene. Boy, all right, we go through a couple of these supers, bro. This is crazy. Big up Ice-T, man. The pitchforks and torches are out. Sack the board. I don't know if we can sack the board, but we'll try. We'll try and get some people out of here, man. Big up to Stevie. Zuberi been wearing them shades for too long.
Before you stop, let me give my 15-second spiel. Big up to Endz. Respect to you, my brother.
Big up,
Arne,
man.
Dean, Zuberi, Drifty. Man, I've been watching you when you were on before it became Copish, and you talked about a 3-0. I watched you calling triple WH when Liverpool beat Barcelona, and he was having his show, and you were talking like, I can't believe he did it. Trust me, you calling the Copish boy, man. Much respect.
I appreciate that, G.
Thank you guys, man. I appreciate Endz again, man. You my brother, man. Dean, respect, man. I got to go, man. Big up,
bro.
Thank you,
man.
Big up, man. Kwasi's channel is in the description as well, man. Yeah, but Zuberi, man, said you've been wearing it. I think that was from earlier, though. Big up.
Oh yeah, the shades. I got a bunch of them, and yeah. See, the thing is, you can't hold on to one thing too long. So what I do, I keep like 5 of them. If I like something, yeah, I'm tripling down, bro, quadruple down. Yeah, that's not going now, fam. Yeah. I got cases of white tees in that, bro, because white tees is a classic. Yeah, you're not running out of white tees. Come on, good shades. You got to stack up on them, man.
Is that the actual address to Boston?
Wait, what's that?
Is that the actual address, Boston? He's given the address to the HQ of Boston in case anyone wants to send them a letter on how great they've been doing.
Right, it is Brookline Avenue. Yeah, I was over there today still. Yeah, that's diabolical, bro. Don't incite violence, man.
They're not going to read any letters, trust me.
Nah, for real. Big up to S as well, man. Says big up to Endz in the panel. Big up to you, man.
Big up.
Where's this one from Josh? I'll not be surprised if they have another restructure. All 3 possibilities go back to the old manager style setup. They also aren't long term. But I wouldn't be surprised if Klopp comes back, bro. I saw the quote resurfacing. If the City needs me, if Liverpool needs me, I'll be back.
Endz, Klopp with Gerrard as assistant manager. Run it.
Oh no! Wait! Don't speak. What did you say? Did you say you saw something? Oh no! Wait!
It's just what he. No, it's just what he said in it. It's just resurfacing. He had the quote where he said, "Look, if the City needs me," and yeah, it's just one of those ones.
You said you saw something, Klopp.
Nah, I said I resurfaced the resurface.
Yo, D need any glimmer of light right now, man. Man made sure he replenishes himself.
No, man.
Big up to Gang and Deep as well. So the culture shift is required at Liverpool. A lot of the fan base are happy with just competing and winning in is a bonus as opposite to being non-negotiable. This underdog mentality has to stop. Doing it the Liverpool way died in 1990. I don't know, the underdog mentality Drifty and the guys just spoke about, bro. We do have an underdog mentality, and I don't know why.
The ownership.
I don't understand why.
Everything's about the ownership, man. Abramovich came in and said, "I'm taking over the world," and it happened. It's always about the ownership.
Bro, he
Always
came in
about
and cooked, you know. He came in and said, I'm going to make them one of the best.
Yep.
And big up to
Imagine
Charlie.
that.
Says that didn't Klopp mention in an interview after leaving Liverpool that the reason he couldn't spend big was because we were expanding the stadium. Our owners chose expanding and revenue instead of success.
Yep.
Fair enough. We're here now.
Remember, they borrowed money to themselves. I've never seen that happen before in my entire life.
Drifty, allow it, man. You still on that borrow money to the self thing, bro. It's a good financial move, bro.
To themselves, bro. Zuberi, how can you borrow yourself money, bro?
All right, you know what, Drift? Listen, no. Wait, Drift. I borrow 15 grand every year from myself.
No, you don't.
Great
bro.
business move.
You just spend your money, bro. You're not borrowing.
Because when you put the money in certain places, it gets tied up. So what you do is you become your own bank. So instead of me going to the bank and getting 15 grand with an interest rate, I just take it from over here where it's interest free.
Yeah.
So
but
every year,
what I'm saying is that is still your money, though. You're just doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I have a business. Yeah. But watch this, Drift. This is what I learned from FSG, and that's why I tell you to allow it. I have somebody else paying back my money that I borrowed. So I borrow the money, and someone else is paying for it.
Yeah, but while they're doing that, they're telling us they can't spend. Why? You're not paying for it, so why can't you?
That's what I said. I said I can't afford the loan, but it's my loan from my money. They don't know it's my money, and I got somebody else paying it back.
It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Bro, FSG taught me that. I gotta give them man credit. I didn't even know that player exists till they did that Drifty. Drift. I want Drift.
You know every way to be cheap, but no way to floss.
Drifty. I'm gonna give you flowers. Drifty. I'm gonna give you flowers. You see, in every one of your rage, and I go fact check your rage. Fam, the gems I found in there, bro, took my life to a whole nother level. Bro, I heard Drifty coming in and crying about the prices of the kits and was like, the kits are so expensive. I'm gonna just have somebody buy it for my birthday. I'm like, wait, why didn't I think of that? I got bad kits, bro. Because I couldn't afford the kits myself. And I'm like, I'm not buying that.
Where there's a will, there's a way, my bro.
And then when Drifty was like, yo, how could you borrow yourself money, bro? When I typed that into Google and the answers came back, I'm like, why didn't I do this time ago? Anyway, I just do it. I just needed it.
We all do it. Sometimes I do it when I'm doing my food shopping. I'll be like, this money's in this account, but that's for that. All right, you know what? Let me just take the money from this account, but I'm gonna make sure it goes straight back in there. You know, like everybody, we all do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like juggling that, but FSG can't be doing that and then telling Klopp you can't have money. It's a madness, bro. It's mad.
Nah, I hear it. Big up to S as well. So if you like the stream, smash the like button and subscribe. Big up for you, man. Appreciate it. Big up to Shawnee as well. He says that's Stuart from Big Bang. Mickey Mueller, big up. I mean, he's not here no more, but big up for that as well. And again, S, love for the super chat, man. Says smash the like button, people. It's free. It is free. Make sure you guys have already liked it, man.
This was an elite show for you guys still. It was elite, man.
Nah, facts, man. Zuberi, don't forget from Ice-T again. Don't forget we had a right winger to play and said X or said no, I guess.
Yeah. Listen, man. Like I tell you, man. When I come on the stream, man, like if we're all singing the same song, it don't sit well with my spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Someone has to be the outlier, innit?
Yeah, bro. Like we're just all saying the same thing, bro. Nah, man.
For sake of conversation, I agree with you. I get what you mean. Everybody can't just agree. But don't say things just to go against it if you don't believe it, though. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it has to be something you believe. And I know you believe he's got to go. I know you don't like what's going on at the club. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I do believe he's trying his best. I'm not saying it's working, and that's where I think a lot of people take it out of context. Like I do believe he's trying his best, but that is the problem. Sometimes a man's best just ain't good enough.
Yeah.
But I can't knock him for doing his best. But fam, your best ain't good enough, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's life.
Big up to Honesty. Says, and check the Discord and put it on screen. I did. I did check it and I did see the
It's
picture,
not
bro.
favorable.
Zuberi,
It's not favorable.
bro,
It's
the
not
AI
favorable.
is mental, bro. No, he had Zuberi and Klopp hugging each other, saying my gaffer, bro. It's mad.
Oh, I didn't see it. I got scroll
Oh, me and Klopp? Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
you
Man
know,
said me and
Arne
Klopp.
Slot. You and Arne Slot, bro, saying my gaffer.
You know what's crazy, bro? Since this thing, bro, I felt like I've been more anti-Klopp and pro-Slot, which wasn't by design by no means, but the way Drifty and them man was riding for Klopp, that's how I find myself riding for Slot, and I have no basis to do that. Yeah, I might have to stop taking up the opposite. Yeah, but I think he's trying his best, bro. I just think some players are against him, and I'm not saying the players are wrong. Just hear me. I don't say the players are wrong, but when you're a manager and you've lost the dressing room, he's lost the dressing room. Yeah. Bro, there's sympathy, bro. I'm empathetic, bro. I feel for him. Man's got to go to work knowing these men don't care about his future, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, Zuberi, man, this is football, bro.
Yeah, no, Dean, I'm trying to separate the Liverpool fan, yeah? Just on a human level. You are the supervisor going in there. You're tasked with giving a speech. No, man, bro, you're like a substitute teacher, bro. You get no respect, but you still got to show up, be professional, go through the motion. These kids don't care about you.
Yeah,
they don't
bro,
care about you.
I promise you, Salah ain't going to see no minutes on that last day, bro, because of his comment.
Yo,
nah.
We can dissect.
Nah, that can't end.
Let me go.
That can't happen. No way. Ends, no way, bro. There's no, bro.
We can dissect it. Big up to honesty.
Nah.
Are the players bad, or is the mentality with them? I think it's both. I think some of them have been bad this season. Also, the mentality as well, bro. This fight is pissing me off. Shawnee as well. He never tried to rob a McAllister's house. I mean, that was the conversation with the about McAllister going on holiday.
Remember, that was their surname in Home Alone, isn't it? The McAllister.
Yeah, bro. You get in trouble, bro. Big up for that. Big up to Steve when Jurgen had them training twice a day. He had them man there fit and firing for some reason. I remember
certain man crying about double sessions and that.
Yeah, that was too far though, isn't it? That was too far.
What you saying? A session and a half, not double session, just a session and a half. I hear. Find the sweet spot.
1 session a day, 2 a day is too much. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, Drift, they get enough money, bro. 2 times, yeah, they can, yeah.
Nah, but what's up with the vacation thing, though, man? How can players take vacation, bro?
Thank you.
Because they can, bro. You have time off.
Take their passport, man. Take their passport.
Big up to Ace as well. He says, big up. He says, best Liverpool chat this year. Salute Endz, player of the season, obviously, bro, off LFC YouTube. Don't worry, I'll take the accolade, man. I'll take the accolade. You, man, have to just hold that. Don't worry, fans on. Don't worry, Coppish. I'll take. Let me just have this one this year.
I just want to see people win, fam. I'm here for it.
Yeah, let me take this trophy this
Drifty,
year.
You see when Ends fall, I'll be there front and center cussing it, bro. This is what you did with the Fanbase.
Ends crash now is gonna be nasty. I know it's like you'll get personal. You'll get personal.
I probably would.
I don't know. You will.
It says Charlie as well. Big up. It says, lads, if Slot stays, I'm going to support my local. At least they know what level Bristol City is. At least I know what level Bristol City is. I respect it.
I respect it, man.
I respect it. But
he's still here. I'm not coming back for the new season.
Drifty, you are.
Can we dissect the Salah thing, though? Do you think Salah is going to actually get minutes after he just said, I prefer a different style of play? If I was the manager, I'm not playing him. I'm being honest with you guys. If I'm the man, no. If I'm the manager, he's not playing.
No I ain't playing no one.
When he did
if he doesn't play him, Endz. He might get rushed. He actually might not get out of the stadium, bro.
Endz, I'm telling you right now, me and Kwasi talk about the mutiny, and I'm like, I'm here for the mutiny. I think it was too early in the season for Salah to pull that move. It's the perfect time. Because he's now shown us there's no respect for the manager. And if the manager tries to insert or assert himself and be like, because of the way you act, I'm going to make an example out of you. You're not playing your last game at the club. Nah, there's no way. Unless Salah is on some crash out thing, knowing that's his last game as well. Because if I'm the manager, that's my last game. Yes, Salah can get boxed. You see what I'm trying to say?
I'm with you, bro. But that's what I'm saying. How can on the last game, before the last game, you go, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I prefer the heavy metal. We know what that means, bro. He prefers club football over this rubbish that he's playing. So he's going to be like, okay, you think this is a rubbish? Sit on the bench then. What's Salah going to do? Walk on the pitch? Can't walk on the pitch, but you got to sit your ass on the bench.
Bro, if he walks on the pitch, it'll be mayhem. If he walks on the pitch, the fans will probably cheer the player disrupting the game. Bro, we need that right here. If
Arne Slot has any backbone, he's not starting him, and he might not even play him. I promise you.
No, you know what, Dean? You're a wise man. You rather watch us play that boring, dead last game, or would you rather see Salah interrupting that boring game by being rebellious and walk on the pitch? I'll be here for Salah walking on the pitch.
I'll tell you what Salah's gonna do. Yeah, after 6 minutes, he's gonna leave. That's what he's gonna do. Walk down the
just leave the stadium.
I'm out of there. He's gonna go. I'm out of there. You mugging me off. See you later. You know what? Ball goes out of play. I'm waving to the crowd. I'm out of here. Bye. See you later.
No, Dean. I want him to walk across the pitch and wave us off. Just disrupt the game and walk across the pitch and wave us off. If he's gonna leave, like you said, let him walk across the pitch. Middle of the game.
I know what he would do, though. Yeah, he would. What I think he would do, if we're being that realistic, I think he would start warming up and just watch the reaction of the crowd and just put bare pressure on Slot. All he'll do, just start warming up. You know when they're just running up and down the touchline?
That's what he did the last game, Drifty. That's what he did. That's why Slot had to talk to him like, fam, I didn't send you to go to warm up. Why are you warming up? That's what he did. He tried that. No, that's why he put the statement out. He tried that the last game. It didn't quite work. You see what I'm saying?
But it's Anfield, though. Zuberi, this will be Anfield. This is a whole different thing, bro.
Bro, they said Salah was warming up twice. When have we seen Salah warm up twice? I know the second time Slot didn't send him out there.
Yeah, it's like once, and then he like bring it.
So we don't even know it. You know, he's
nah. Dean, I need him to disrupt the game because that would be a more exciting Liverpool game than I've seen all season.
It would.
What he needs to do. You know what Salah needs to do? Talk to the people and like before the game. Talk to the main guys in the team here and say, "Look, I know what the manager's going to do. He's not going to let me. When you see me warming up, start making signals to the thing. I need to see everyone crash out. And no one, Gerard done the scratching on the head when he got taken off that time. I need to see disrespect like that. That's what I want to see back. Honestly, that's a mad decision.
Bro, he's not. You guys are saying, I promise you, for what he just said today, if I was the manager, there's not a chance you man are making that pitch. I might even leave you at the squad. I'll leave you at the squad.
No, but Endz, here's the thing. Zuberi's right.
I would leave you at the squad.
If he knows he's gone, then he'll do that to be a dickhead. If he wants to keep his job, he can't cause corruption like that.
Yeah, he can't do it if he's staying. If he's staying, he can't do
play Salah. If he wants to be Liverpool,
no, you can put. Okay, all right. What you're saying, if he knows that's my last day as well as manager, I'll just go crash out. I won't play. I won't put him in the squad.
Yeah. Then he might do it. Yeah.
If I think that I'm gonna be here,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Like, oh, you're going on
Drifty. The last game for me. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for signs of, is this his last game? I'm looking signs of, is this certain man's last game? Bro, if Salah ain't on that pitch, Slot's out of here. And that's why Slot did that. And he's going to get fired. And you know what he's going to say, Drifty? Oh, it's tough to come into a dressing room where the players don't support you because you got these, legendary players. It's tough to bend them to your will and teach them new things. He's going to run with that spiel. And we all know it's horseshit. You see what I'm trying to say? So, listen, man.
He'll definitely try to throw Salah under the bus if he gets sacked. 100%. 100%.
I'll do the same if I was him. I'll do the on a hero thing. I'll do the same.
You think they both? You think okay? So by the looks of it, Arne Slot is going to outlast Salah in it. So he's probably going to be like, I had the last laugh, waste man. Like you're the one. And it's mad. When I said to guys back before, and I said if we would have sacked this guy, if Salah would have just like allowed it for 24 hours. No. That interview, the explosive. If he allowed it for 24 hours, to this day, hand on heart, I believe that they would have sacked the manager that day because there would be nothing else to talk about, and it would have been pressure. And how did you throw away a game against Leeds, my guy? Get this man out of here. But when he said what he said, and I reckon then Salah would have been here for next season as well because he wouldn't have left.
Exactly.
Because the manager would have been sacked. he would have got his way.
I
Would
don't
have got
think they
someone
would
else
have,
in.
you
And
know, G.
I reckon
I don't think they
you could
was
feel
mad.
it in the air, bro. You could
50,
feel it in the air
the
for that
sacking
game.
was there. The sacking
was-
was there. The
could
P45
But why haven't
was
they done
there.
it when they've had other opportunities, guys? There's been
They
other
couldn't.
opportunities.
They couldn't. The hands are tied now. It's player power. Nah, you couldn't do the player power thing. It's mad.
Salah should have just kept it G. And see, this is why
24
sometimes
hours. I just think 24 hours.
Yo,
would have been beautiful.
and this is
Let
why
him
you
crash
don't
out on
walk
him.
up to the baddest chick sometimes, man. Your confidence can get in the way of things, bro. Let her come to you, fam. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Salah should just sit in the
She
paint.
might never come
She ain't
over
coming
to
to you.
Nah,
bro. She
man.
ain't coming.
Nah, 24
Nah.
hours. Sometimes you have to just let it simmer.
Sometimes,
bro.
yeah, sometimes she comes back, bro. Like, yo, you see that little quiet guy over there? He's the only one that didn't sweat me.
Yeah, why is
What's
he
him
not paying
about?
me attention, bro? What's
Yeah,
going on?
exactly. Yeah, sometimes you just
You
have
know,
to
if
sit
you
in the
know,
paint,
you know.
man.
You know, you
Yeah,
know. That's the
yeah. Hey,
move.
listen, man. Yeah,
okay.
man.
If you know, you know. That's the move.
Zuberi, are you light skinned now? Are you light skinned?
Nah, you know what? You know what? Nah.
I hear it.
Yo, listen, Dean, I'll talk to you offline. Nah, Dean, I'll talk to you offline about that. This is not
light
time.
skinned. They can sit there and think they can get girls by seeing
Nah,
them.
Dean, listen, I'll talk to you offline about this.
We both, bruv, they think they can sit there and do them silly eyes and girls will go up to them. That's what they think.
That's not what man just said, bro. But I
That's
hear
what
it.
you just
Sometimes
saying.
you just had selective hearing, just bro. That's not what I said.
Zuberi,
I'm just-
we gotta make we have to go make the move, yeah. Don't worry.
Nah. Yo, Dean, you know what? I'll tell you right now for free. Listen, man. I've went into the strip club in my past. Zero money in my pocket. Zero money in my pocket. All I got is a nice outfit, and confidence. And you know what I do? I stay out the rich men and the ballers them way, and I stay in the corner. And you know what the strippers do? Yo, what's up with this quiet guy? They don't know I'm broke, fam. Just because of the way I'm standing and the way I'm carrying, they don't know I'm broke, Drifty. They just think, you know what I'm saying? They just think I'm on my squinty eye stuff, bro. I'm broke.
You're doing this
broke. Drifty, I'm broke in the corner. They're like, yo, what's up with your quiet friend? I ain't got no money to throw, Shorty, so that's why I'm not frontline. They don't know, Drifty. They come over there and they're like, yo, you want a drink? I'll buy you a drink. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, you don't have to. You know, doing a cool thing. Drifty, I get bare of them like that. But I'm broke. But I just don't show my hand. They don't know I'm broke. They don't even know I'm riding a shotgun going home.
I respect it.
Sometimes all you need to do is just stay in the pocket. Just don't talk. Just don't say a word.
Hey, Barry, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm broke, I'm not leaving my house. That's me. You ain't seeing me outside. You're not gonna see me outside. You're not gonna see me.
Hey,
yeah.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna say if you man are the managers? Listen to what Salah said. What are you man doing? You playing him? I'm asking you man directly.
If I
What's
was the manager?
Yeah, if you're the manager.
You know, it's a bit difficult for me to have this conversation as me and because I slop. Like, I'm someone who takes accountability for my own shit, and I don't have an ego.
Yeah,
So
I couldn't sleep with that statement.
I would actually be able to pull myself to one side and be like, "You fucked up, bro." Like what he's saying is basically because of what you did. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't be mad at the guy, because I'm not one of them people. If someone comes to me and is like, "Drift, blah 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 blah," even my brother, my girl, anyone, I'm not somebody to go, "You talking about my shut you my road?" I'll be like, "Damn." And I'll reassess and I'll think about it. So if my players were talking shit about me, I would actually think, "Bro, I've done something," because these players wouldn't be talking shit about me if I hadn't done something. So I wouldn't.
Them little idiots will be on the bench, bro.
Wait. So Drip, so does that mean you're gonna reassess the every Friday night calling? Or you're gonna tell me to shut up? I mean, you can tell me shut up right now, bro.
No, do you know what? I tell you what. For the summer, maybe we can. Maybe we can for the summer, bro. Maybe we can.
Yeah. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. But no, Endz, to be honest, I'm not that type of guy.
Man, I wish we could, bro. I actually wish we could. You know what? It was, if I'm being honest, a lot of people forget that like we live lives or whatever. And the missus started to get annoyed. All of us, it was like every Friday, you man, I've got no time for us. Like every Friday, we spend all week at work. I want to hang out with you, and then you're just on the show. And it was like, you know what? We have to like. So that was kind of the main reason why we pulled back. You got to give the family some time as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
but to be fair, you man were giving some man like Zuberi bare time though.
Nah, don't do that now, Endz. Nah, we're talking about Salah. Nah, let's move the conversation on. Nah, we're talking
about half an hour, bro.
Nah, man's blaming me for wrecking the house in that. Nah.
Yeah, Zuberi was one of our best callers, man. He used to give up.
Bro, I'm all about the vibes, man. Nah,
At that point, you might as
come
well
on.
just leave him on the panel. At that point, just leave him on the panel. Just get the next caller. Like, Zuberi, 2 seconds. Let's get the next guy. You stay on the panel, though.
Oh, no, man. It's jokes. Endz, I don't think I could sleep if my player said that. I'm going to be honest with you, man.
Arne Slot can't sleep tonight, bro.
Bro,
He's
I'm
up
going
right
to be
now.
honest. If
He's
my,
up
bro,
right
and you
now.
know what's crazy, yeah? This is a club legend. Bro, a club legend is saying your style, everything about you is beneath the club. Like, we as fans, we say it. And I feel like from day one he came in, he know he didn't have all of the fans' love, right? And I think that's why he never spoke to us. Have you ever noticed that when he's in his press, he's never tried to rally us. He never spoke to us.
No.
It was just all about him and then all about the players, whether he's blaming them or he might not even stand up for some of the players. So for me, having a legend come out and say that, he's basically saying what we've been saying all this time. There's no way he's sleeping, bro. What is he going to do? Hug Salah and wish Salah well and thank Salah on behalf of Liverpool for everything he's done?
Bro, he literally... Hold on, let me change that because I need to bring this back up. 1 second, guys. Let's get the guys back in. He was literally at his leaving do the other day, and a man come out and crashed out on him again. He was there at the restaurant having meals with everyone. Arne Slot leaves the meal next day. Man, them are like, yo, I prefer heavy metal.
You know when Slot left, everyone just waited for him to get to the top of the stairs and went, "Thank fuck for that. This dickhead was getting me mad." You know
Exactly
it.
that.
You absolutely know it.
No.
100%. Slot knew he was being spoken about when he left. You know the ones where as soon as
Your
I go,
ears are burning, bro.
His ears are
He
burning,
knew.
bro. He knew, bro. 100%.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. There's no way I'm sleeping. And matter of fact, to
Gary,
Drifty's
the
point,
man said to you,
I would separate. I would separate after the club, after the last game.
Zuberi, the man goes, in the papers, you're the gaffer. He goes, I want to see Liverpool go back to being that heavy metal attacking team that opposition feared. And back to being a team that wins trophies. But you're the manager, and that's your star man that comes out and says that.
So, guys, do we think we do? I don't think we can. But do you think if Slot got sacked tomorrow, we could actually get Mo to stay?
100%.
100%.
100%, bro.
Easy.
100%. And I'm not really for Mo staying either, but I'll take that. I'll take that.
Easy. That'll be easy.
100% it changes his
Even with
mind.
the hierarchy, because I feel like he's
100% it changes his mind. I think he would just see.
Drift, you're right. The hierarchy, there's someone or multiple people in the hierarchy above Slot that don't want him, man. And I don't think it's because of him personally. I think it's now on the numbers tip, like the Aubameyang situation, like the De Gea situation. Like once you attain a certain status, like even me, bro, like now I'm sweating, bro. Like I'm a master now. Like I got my masters last week. Bro, there's no higher level than being a master in your trade, bro. Like there's where else I'm gonna go, bro? I'm a master.
Congrats, bro. Big up, man.
No, I appreciate it, but Drift, I'm telling you, heavy's the head that wear the crown. I'm a there's not no Super Saiyan Master or Master 3. It's just a master, bro. There's nothing beyond this. All of a sudden, a man is gonna look next to my name and go, "Raw." Every time we call him, we have to pay him this. Can we get around not calling him? No, you can't. You see what I'm saying? So it's heavy, bro.
Yeah.
So when players reach that level, unfortunately, the owners, they don't value them the way we do. And they kind of only value them if we still value them. So if we still love Salah and want him here, we may force them into extending him. But I don't think the owners want him here or the recruitment or whoever. Somebody back there.
Yeah.
Somebody back there don't want him here, bro. And that's, to me, that's telling. And I think that's the source of where we are now.
Yeah.
This is how you treat Drifty. For the longest, we never had a legend. For the longest, the last legend we really have is like Gerrard, fam. Like, we don't really have man coming here. I think this is one of the topics we talked about on Copish a couple times back. Like, bro, man should come here, want to be here, and retire here. For some reason, we don't foster that with the legendary players. We don't care about that.
Yeah. Well,
We just want to get man in, run man's socks off, and get him through the door. And it's like, fam, Salah deserve a statue, fam. His worst season is under this dickhead. And you pick this dickhead over him.
Yeah.
No, it's
I'm
madness.
not gonna lie, Salah, we're gonna look back on Salah's career later down the line and be like, the lowest GA this man got in a season was 20, and it was this terrible season we just had. He's been here for 9 years, and 20 GAs, the lowest contribution. Do you know how legendary this man is? It's crazy. But because Gerrard ain't got a statue,
no one can get a statue.
Salah won't get one, because if anyone's gonna get a statue, it should have been Gerrard, didn't it? But
no one can get one until Gerrard gets his statue. No one can get one. It's as simple as that.
Hey, Dean, I'll ask you the same thing. So Salah in the paper goes, I want Liverpool to go back to playing that heavy metal attacking. And Drifty was the heavy metal manager before you, bro. And so, I want teams to go back to fearing us, and also a team that goes to win trophies.
So you want me sacked? You want my kids on the street? Yeah. In other words.
Nah, but yo, D, why you keep bringing your kids into this, bro? Nah.
I gotta feed my kids. You want me out of it? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna break his teeth. It's as simple as that.
So you fight.
Yeah, bro. What, you're trying to get me sacked? So you're saying you want me sacked, and you hate my kids? It's as simple as that.
Can you imagine the headline? Dean smacks up Salah. Salah's in critical condition.
Yeah, that's mad.
Nah,
they'll get you out. Then the fans will get you out, Dean.
It's fine. We all die.
Nah, D, you know what's, man? That's crazy. And you actually gave Slot an out, bro. Like, man got mouths to feed, bro. Man ain't got time to be toiling over what fans say, bro. Man's just glad he still got the job, bro.
Yeah,
and that's just keeping it a buck, bro.
But don't get wrong. Before anyone tries it, I want him gone. Don't ever think I'm back.
So you don't like his kids?
Me?
So you don't like his kids?
No, I don't like his kids. You know what? I would appreciate his kids if his kids lived here with him. He don't even like his kids. He don't have his kids around him, bro. That's
now they're doing their GCSEs elsewhere, bro.
No, don't try. I would make excuses. My kids will be with me. Simple as. They'll do the GCSEs here. It's that.
Nah, that's my
this man.
So if he starts, what then? If he starts, what then?
Just play a whole game if he starts. You shouldn't start him. You should bring him on.
Honestly, Ross, I have more respect if he.
Minute for him to get his round of applause. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he might do that.
Yeah, bring him.
If I would have more respect for Arne Slot if he didn't play him, bro. I couldn't have a player chat that much shit about.
I'm gonna be honest, and he can't play. If he scores a hat trick on the final day, you can't live that down as a manager, bro. Yeah, he can't touch pitch. He can't touch pitch, bro. There's no way he's touching pitch.
Here's the thing about the way Slot has treated Mo that I don't like as well. When you actually deep a lot of the legendary world-class managers, they will actually tell you, like, even people who are dickheads. You see someone like Mourinho, who, like, in the general thing of football is like a real dickhead and he's all about himself. I've still watched him sit there and say things like, without Frank Lampard, I wouldn't have been able to achieve this. Without John Terry, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Like, he's still given the credit to the players, even though you know he's egotistical. Why couldn't Slot just give Mo the credit? Like, do you know how much of an idiot you've got to be to not just give the credit to the man who helped you achieve what you achieved? That there's no need for you to be that much of an ungrateful human being.
No, surely, Drifty, he said Mo did the thing. He never said it.
I haven't heard it. If he has, then
he did. He did say Salah done. Salah was massive, integral to our success last season.
I've never heard him.
But he caveated it with him, like, obviously we put the team around him to.
Yeah. He watered it down. Jeff, he did water it down. He
had to throw in the caveat. You see what I'm saying? Just get him on the credit.
That's just not the Slot.
His tactics. His tactics made Salah thrive. That's what it was.
Yes, that's what he said.
No, it's his tactics, bro. What do you guys think of all these man that's like the post, bro? I'm sure there's gonna be many more. So Frimpong's on there, Curtis, Sobo, Kirkes, Robbo, Harvey, Endo.
Even Harvey, all the way
Harvey Elliott.
Oh,
You say
like-
traded? You traded as well.
No, Leone, bro.
Oh.
He's been injured, so I don't even understand why he's here.
Leone.
He didn't even play.
Yo, Endz. Write this down somewhere. I'll come back and apologize in the future. There's no way the league starts next season and 3 men don't go. I'm not going back there if he's that. I'm telling you right now, bro. There's like, I'm not one to boycott work, bro, but I'm telling you, man, bro, I can't go to work for a guy that I don't respect, bro. It makes no sense, bro. If I don't respect you, I can't be around you, bro. Bro, I can't, bro. That's why I'm in the sticks, bro. Listen, I'm not trying to gangbang on human beings, bro, but I can't be around them, man. That's why I'm around machines all day.
Eki liked it. Trent liked it. Florian Wirtz liked it. Ryan Gravenberch liked it. Kwanzaa liked it. Luis Diaz liked it. Tyler Morton liked it.
Bruh.
Bobby Firmino liked it.
And do you want to know the crazy thing, though, guys? This is how you know that we're just toxic and we want it to be the case. You know, because they're all his brethren, they might just be liking it because they're his brethren.
I know, 100%. 100%.
No,
you know what it was?
That's not the narrative we're running.
No,
That's not the narrative we're running.
Now we drift.
But we want it to be the narrative because
There's only one name I want to see like that. If Mane like that, it's over.
Liked it.
If Mane like Mo Salah's post, it's up.
Mane, yeah.
Matt from Coppish liked it.
Matt from Coppish.
No, do you know who needs to like it? Klopp. That's who I need to see like it. If I see Jurgen like it,
it might be, but it's only people that are following it is at the top, so I can see.
You don't follow Jurgen, bro. Come on. Man.
No, I do, but he hasn't liked it. No, but he hasn't liked it yet. That's why he hasn't popped up there.
No, Jurgen needs to like it. That is who I need. If Jurgen likes it, he's coming back.
No, I need to see Sadio Mane like it, bro. Then I know it's official.
Sometimes it's
Bobby
like little piece of it. Yeah, Bobby liked it as well. Bobby all the way there liked it, that's crazy, bro. A couple of the guys.
I just
who
need
else?
Klopp with Gerrard as assistant now. That's all I need, man. Please make my life better, man. Come on, man. That's all I need.
want Klopp with Bubech. I want that partnership back, bro.
I said that earlier, bro.
Yeah,
I said that earlier.
Bring it back to the basics, bro.
Yeah. No,
Buvac's back.
Yeah. But I don't think they've made up Klopp and Buvac, so I don't think.
Man, they're big. These are big people, man. What's going on?
He said he sat down with him and had a meal, didn't he?
But that was a rumor. Was it true? I think that was a rumor.
I felt like it came from him.
Yeah, I feel like it. I think that's true, no.
That's all I need. And you know what we got to do is give Klopp 2 years, and that'll give him time to actually show Gerrard the ropes. Gerrard don't need more than 2 years of Klopp. You know what I mean? Tutelage and all that.
50,
2 years.
You really want Gerrard, don't you? You really want Gerrard.
Because I want Gerrard to take over when he goes, dude. If he's there for 2 years, learns the ropes, and then when Klopp goes, Gerrard just takes over.
Gerrard forever. Gerrard forever.
And then Gerrard forever, bro. You get what I'm saying?
I hear it.
Yeah, bro. Run me that, bro. Run me that.
We're in good hands. We're in good hands.
Nah, I'm too emotionally unstable for Gerrard as the manager, fam. I can't. Listen, man.
It would make it difficult if anything went wrong.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. If it goes wrong, Drift, we're sinking. It's one last one for the boys, fam, on the Titanic. I'm going down with the ship. There's no sacking Gerrard. Nah, we're going down. We're going to the championship. We're going to the championship, and I'm still back in the thing.
No.
Gerrard at the wheel? I'm telling you, we're in League One, and I'm still back in the thing.
Mad. Bro,
with Gerrard at the wheel, I'm not sacking Gerrard, fam.
No, but he would leave. He would leave. He's a fan. He would leave.
Yeah, he would. He'd walk away. Gerrard would walk away. He would.
I'm out of it. I'm out of it.
He would always put the club first. If he knew it was failing, Gerrard would walk away 100%.
He'll talk to the crowd and they'll say, no, it's not working. And say, no, yeah, it's real. I'm a fan.
Gerrard is a real one. If he knows going to the championship is how to get rid of toxic owners, he will take us there. For the greater good, fam.
Bro, the one thing I'll give them the rating for is that they've made our club valued at 5 billion. That is sensational work. But unless they get the money, they ain't going nowhere, bro. They're gonna want like 8 mil for this club now. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll
you know what that is, Drifty. You know what that is? That's you walking up to the fire thing. Now she's doing up OF, got all this money, and it's not really good for your conscience. You see what I'm saying? You're rich, but you're in turmoil internally. You see what I'm saying?
You know, they're praying every night. Yo, Father, please.
Father, please help, you know.
Your morals is on the floor, but you're rich.
Yeah, bro.
Big up honesty says my birthday tomorrow. Make the quiz easy, fam. I'll make it as easy as I can, but I won't make it easy. Tomorrow 8:30 as well, man. Quiz night. And obviously I'll shout you out for your birthday tomorrow, my G. But big up to you. Big up to Javid.
Big up honesty, man. And you're strong, man.
Yeah.
Funny if FSG and Hughes and Edwards like Mo's tweet, that'll be jokes, innit?
I ain't even see that.
That would be it.
That'll be the definition of trolling, innit?
That would be trolling.
That would be it.
All right, look, guys, I think we'll leave it there, man. Appreciate you guys, man, giving your time up, man, and chopping it up, bro. It was jokes still. But listen, I'm looking forward to seeing this game, man. I'm looking forward to Arne Slot standing on business and putting Salah on the bench. Because that'll be jokes. Because I want everything to be toxic now. Dean, I'm with you, bro.
The only thing I want is Slot to be sacked before the final game. That's all I want.
Me too, bro.
Before?
Yeah.
Salah would have won. Salah would have won if that happened.
I don't care who won Endz. I just don't want him to be here for the final game.
Let Mo be the player manager for the final game at the club, man. Bun it.
Bro, Gerard as the what do you call him? The interim for the final game. Yeah, tease me up like that, fam. Now that's how you close out a bad season, fam.
You see, if Man City beat Bournemouth or draw with Bournemouth and Bournemouth can't catch us, so like we're guaranteed, sack Slot and just run Mo as player manager for the final day, man. Bun it.
Ooh, what a way to send a man off, Drifty.
What a way to send him off. Run it.
What, Salah and Robbo, player manager and assistant?
Yeah.
Hey, put that in the air.
I'm on that.
Run it, bro. You get what I'm saying? 100%.
Big up to Ace fans saying Slot out, but want players to play for him. Shake my head. Yeah, I hear it, bro.
No, I want them to play for this. Forget
to the
Slot.
crest, yeah.
I want them to play for this.
Yeah,
this is what it's all about. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear it. All right, man. Listen, I'm sure every one of us will be tuned into that game at some point. I want it to all burn, man. Let it all burn now, bro. We ain't gonna get. You know when Alonso was on. You know when Alonso was up there, and there was a possibility. I was like, maybe we do. Like, even though I'm like, nah, we'll keep him. But in the back of my mind, like, maybe we sack him late on, and we'll just get Alonso in. Maybe that's off the table now. That's off the table. So now it's going to be even more difficult because now you're waiting the waiting game. Who's going to be available? Who's going to be available?
It's either Nagelsmann or we're keeping Slot. That's what I think.
We can't keep Slot, bro, regardless. But I'm on the burning thing. Burn it down. Burn the whole thing down, bro. That's what I'm on that. I'm toxic. Fully toxic now. Fully. I'll have the mic from early. I'll bring my own mic. I'll be talking.
Hold on. Are we talking like cutting the horse out of every Ralph Lauren toxic? Like, are we talking like...
Yeah, bro.
Raw.
Yeah, bro.
Cut the legs.
They will burn down now,
That is
bro.
toxic on a whole nother level, you know.
It's just a top now. With a hole
Yeah.
in it. That's it.
The top with a hole in there.
Got no value. Oh, no value. I'm on that.
No value, no. Just
a £90 tops, no value.
Hey,
now.
do you know what would be the most ultimate trolling, best level pettiness you could ever do? Is if you didn't cut a hole in it, you actually took the stitching out and just unstitched it. So there was no hole, there's just no horse anymore.
that'd be mental. That's time consuming. Yeah, just time consuming.
That's hella time consuming, but that is dedication to the pettiness, bro.
Yeah.
That's technical pettiness, you know. That is brilliant work. Hey, that's some fine work, you know. Just leave.
Yeah.
That's
we need
outline, bro. Leave the outline and that's it.
No, it's crazy because we need to qualify for the Champions League as well.
We do.
And I'm
don't.
saying we do need to. Do we need
don't.
to? Do we need?
Don't.
Well,
I don't
as
want
a
it.
financial,
don't
we
want
do,
it.
but obviously
don't
for the,
care.
for the
Yeah.
sake, you know what I mean?
Don't. I
You
don't
might-
need it.
If we don't do
Need
that,
him
maybe
out.
he's forced to actually coach the players properly. Then
I need him out. Whatever it takes, just need him out. I don't care what it takes. Just need him not being manager when it gets to August. That's
he
what
did
I
when I
said.
was asking Mom's back, and I said how desperate is the fan base. You remember that question when I
Told
was
them.
asking everyone?
Told them.
Would
Yeah, I
you
told them.
take losing 5 games when you know guaranteed he'll get out of it? No,
Everyone was like,
you know what we
"No,
did?
can't lose
You know what we
5
did? We gave away 5 games for free. We could have gave away 5 games.
Bro, that's what I
Took
said.
him out of
We've
it.
been giving away
Everyone
5
gave-
games all season, but no one wanted to know. All right,
No
cool.
one wanted it. No one
Just
wanted that.
charge it, innit?
But
Charge it
basically, waiting for Slot to be sacked is like watching that kid be rude to his parent, telling his mum or his dad, "Shut the fuck up," and you're just like, when is this parent gonna clap this shoot? Like, when's it gonna happen? Are you just waiting and waiting and waiting? And I still don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't
Drift
know.
is gonna happen. It has to happen, Drift. It has to. Let's be real.
Chills are hearing, man. No budget, man. Bun it, bro. Coach the players, man. Harvey's coming back. We know that now. He's coming back to attempt to
what?
get his Liverpool career back on. Yeah, he's
Bro,
coming back.
Allow Harvey, man. Allow Harvey, man.
He's coming back,
nothing.
Dean. He's coming back.
There's
There's nothing we can
he
do.
better
He's
do,
back.
bro. There's nothing he can do.
No, if Arne Slot is here, yeah. But if he's not,
That's
then-
what I'm saying,
the
bro.
craziest thing, and I'm not comparing them as players, of course I'm not, but I reckon we'd have got more output from him than Wirtz this season.
Yeah, of course. Wirtz has been disgraceful, bro. He's been horrible.
But how mad is that though? That our little youngster Harvey Elliott would have given us a better thingy than what Wirtz has.
Because he's got a heart. He's a Liverpool fan. He's here through and through. Yeah, I know what's going on here. Wirtz has got to adapt. I'm not even blaming Wirtz. He's had a crap manager and he's got to adapt to. Remember, Wirtz is 21 or 22. He's a kid. He was thinking he's a big man. He's a youth in a new country.
He's a youth as well. He's a youth, man.
He's a youth, man. You get me? So, like, we're just thinking he's come here. He's 22.
Him and Harvey are the same age, isn't it? I think they're
I
both.
think
20.
so. Yeah. Some youths, you know.
There's some
Oh,
youth.
man.
These man bullying them and all sorts. It's madness, bro.
Wirtz
But
needs to get in
listen-
the gym though. He's got to bulk up a bit, man.
He did. He put on 2 kg of muscle or something, bro. But that didn't help.
Not enough.
He
That's
needs
not
to put
enough.
on the next
But Dean,
two.
he has to still keep his agility, but we can't put on more than that. It's mental.
Rav, come on, man. You could put 2 kg of muscle on in one gym session, bro. That's minor, bro. That's madness, bro. That is nothing. Just have eat little oats and go and have your gym session. You got that 2 kg. Bruv, allow it, bruv. Yeah,
He needs some hard food, man. He needs some boiled dumplings, some plantain, some, you know what I'm saying, some yam. He needs
some cow foot. He needs some cow foot. Now, I know I don't need cow foot no more, but yeah, you need to start from the basics.
To strong you up.
Said I don't need it no more.
I don't need the basics. I don't need the basics.
He said already.
Oh, man.
Listen, I
I'm not
don't
gonna
need the
lie, I ain't
basics.
eating nothing foot. Like,
No,
no
man,
chicken
that's the
foot,
basics.
cow foot.
No, man.
Nah, chicken foot soup. Nah, chicken foot soup go hard still,
Nah,
man.
not no more. Not
What,
no
with
more. I
the, with
still
the
like
actual
it.
feet in there with the claws. Nah, Zuberi, man.
Nah, the claws. Nah,
What do you mean
clip
the claws ain't
off.
on there, Drew?
Yeah, you
Claws
clip
ain't
the
on
claws off. Yeah, you clip the claws off.
But I
Actually,
wouldn't
go.
know. I've never eaten it, bro.
I guarantee you, Drifty.
Drifty, you out of
Guarantee
pocket. I swear you was half Jamaican, bro. Nah, I see what D's talk about the
Bro,
light skin
I'm
thing.
not eating no
Nah.
chicken, bro. Nah, bro.
That's why your melanin didn't kick in,
No,
Drifty. Nah.
Nah, blood. I can't do it, blood.
He
Yeah,
said
nah,
he needed a
I
cut.
don't do it no more. I don't do it no more either.
He needed the chicken foot, bro, to get the melanin locked in, bro.
The final unlocking. Yeah, man.
Oh man. Well, listen, Dean, appreciate you, bro.
Big up.
Everyone's back
Bro.
now. Big up Zuberi. Big up to Drift
Hey,
as
big
well,
up
man.
to
You
my
guys
man.
having a stream tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Sunday.
You know what? I think we might be doing some gaming tomorrow, and I'm gonna drop a video, but nothing too big, nothing too big.
Okay, cool. Drifty is in there, bro, for Coppish, and obviously Drifty TV's there as well. Fam Zone for Dean.
Man.
And all the other guys that was on the panel today, all their links are in the description as well. So if you want to go and show some love. Tomorrow, 8:30 though, quiz night. I haven't even made the quiz yet, but I'll spend an hour tomorrow and make the quiz.
How
So
could
guys,
you
if you
focus on
haven't-
the quiz after that statement then? From our legendary player, bro. You should cancel the
Nah,
quiz,
dude,
bro. No,
'cause
hold the quiz on, bro.
Because the quiz is our outlet, bro. The quiz is where we get distracted away from the football realm and where we have banter, we have jokes, and we just vibe out and
Yeah, the
enjoy
quiz is
life.
banter. The quiz is
Yeah,
banter,
we
man.
don't need this football every day, bro. You know what I mean? Bun the rest of the league tomorrow. We ain't got nothing to play for. I don't care. We're not playing. We got a whole week off. We play again next Sunday.
So expect
That's
to
all
see
we
some
play.
Instagram posts from holiday.
Yeah. Hey, they're on holiday again. If they're on holiday again, they can't.
Them man are probably not even in the country right now.
No,
Big up, bro.
they can't.
Salah probably sent that tweet from flipping out, no, Cancun or some shit. Bro.
Yeah,
Man's in
bro.
Abu Dhabi sending that. I hear it still.
Surely they can't. Surely they can't.
But yeah, man. But yeah, listen, big up to all the new subscribers as well to the channel. Love for it. Love for the support, man. Guys, quiz night tomorrow. You can take part. All you need to do is download Kahoot, man. Light work, easy to play. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Big up, everyone, man. Peace.